I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad.
Yeah.
Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause some pain, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame. Yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, I'll live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad.
Good morning. I literally woke up 45 minutes ago, but we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. I had intentions of doing this at 11 in the morning, but I ended up staying late because me and the bestie were doing some reconnaissance on some other stuff. Listen, there is drama all over the place. Voltrex said it right. Said, girl, there is so much drama, I can't even keep up. How do you think I feel? I woke up 45 minutes ago, and my fellow, I guess, commentary bros, the hive, as some would call it, or, you know, the cabal, or whatever you want to call it, they're over there fighting with Viking Dude on Twitter. And then, I saw Viking Dude. You know what? I'm going to show y'all this. It had nothing to do with Demon Mama, but I am fired up right now. I can't say the F word yet. It's too early. I am fired up right now. Hold on, because I retweeted it. Oh my God. Bruh. How in the world do you come out with this tweet? Considering I know the full story, and I have tried to say it here, but no one can read apparently. Yes, I believe he did nothing wrong because of how easy it is for a girl to cry wolf. Seen it dozens of times in the sports world, and I wasn't hired till after him. Another part y'all apparently didn't read. You just said, now his brother-in-law was 16 years old. And the girl was somewhere between 1 and 11, but I believe he said the girl was 11 years old. Did you just say an 11-year-old? She was 16 when she came out with it, though. You mean to tell me you're trying to say that an 11-year-old was crying wolf? Oh, by the way, his brother-in-law is an RSO, if you don't know this, this drama. You just said an 11-year-old cried wolf. You just said an 11-year-old. You know, how did he get that plea deal to have to be put on the offenders list? How did he get that plea deal? What do you have to do in a plea deal? Don't you gotta kind of plead guilty? So what was pressing so hard to make him plead guilty? What did they have? It's so funny that you virtue signaled about Ava Chris Tyson so hard, which, by the way, shitbag, obviously. But this? How's that clout treating you now, homeboy? You're getting ate up on Twitter, and I am so glad to see it. You are getting ate up by everybody. Everybody's eating you up, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. How's that clout treating you now, homeboy? I just woke up. I ain't ready for all this yet. Damn. Alright, let's see. How are y'all doing? Good morning. Who's Demon Mama? You're about to find out. Alright. Besides that, how are y'all doing? Listen, I brought the whole 2-liter of Diet Mountain Dew with me for this one. Best believe. Diet Mountain Dew on lock.
On Discord.
Alright. Now. K-Huck just asked me how am I doing. I'm fired up, K-Huck. I am fired up. Arts, I am doing well. I've had really good sleep in the last 2 days because that damn cricket is gone. That cricket is bye-bye. Well, there's a lot of people who don't really care for Demon Mama. This is the one thing I will say about Demon Mama. I find it funny that she has the caucasity. She has the absolute caucasity to call people out for stuff. That's what I find funny. Like, when she called out Keffels. Okay. She called out Xander Hall. Okay. Like, Demon Mama, we all know about you. I don't think you have the caucasity. Don't have the caucasity to call anybody out, man. Because guess what? It can happen to you. No, the cricket's gone. Caucasity, Stone Beetle, caucasity is audacity for white people. We call it caucasity. No, she wasn't racist. It's a joke. When you say, oh my God. All right, listen, I need y'all to watch me a little bit more so you can get me, okay? Skip, same. I haven't listened to her in a few years either, except for like the 2 exposes that she was doing on her channel. I remember I liked her at first, but then I realized how crazy she was. And then I was like, oh no, and I backed out. I was like, nope, I'm done. Nope. It was during the time, Skip, matter of fact, Skip, I think me and you found her together, because it was during the time we were starting to watch, like Twitch poll, whatever. And like, you know, I was watching a little bit of Hassan. Yes, walked away from that one. I think they're all crazy now. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I found Demon Mama. I thought Demon Mama was cool, but then I was like, oh, nope, she crazy. Brian for 2. Poor Jiminy Cricket. Yes. Yes, since our woke days. Yeah, that's how long it's been. Yeah. Yep. Sunday has been trying to be the voice of reason for her, but Gayfesh hates Sunday. Gayfesh can kick rocks and stub his pinky toe. I do not give a shit about what words come out of Gayfesh's mouth. I could care less what Gayfesh thinks about anything. Because Gayfesh is a false flagger. He loves to brag about getting people off their platform. Huge backer of Keffels and now Tipster. You know, now he's a mod for Tipster. Gayfesh can kick rocks. So, Gayfesh can boop, go away. I do not care about Gayfesh. Stone Beetle, you would be amazed on how many gay op servers there are. Yeah, but Gayfesh was in that server that was clocking everything we were doing here in commentary. I remember Gayfesh being in there. Okay, so I'm going to give y'all a heads up for people who don't know. This video was made by Westside Tyler. And, yeah, Westside Tyler. Yeah, Westside Tyler. He's got 12.5K subscribers. He is, I would say, political streamer, definitely. He is not your... He's a little bit more aggressive than most of them, like pure aggression, but I like it. When he talks, he seems like he talks to you and not down to you, like he's the smartest person in the room, which I like. He doesn't pull a Hassan in that way. Thank God. That could be because he was a Marine, so that probably has a lot to do with it. Remember, my husband was a Marine, so they're a special breed. Anyway, so he is not in the realm of commentary at all. So, one, we have to realize this video is not going to be very commentary-esque. I haven't watched the whole thing, but we're going to react to it, and I'm going to give my true feelings about things. So, I don't know. We'll find out what happens. It's handsome John Swan. He does not look like John Swan. No, he does not look like John Swan. Cosmic commentary. Unimpressed. Maybe it's because the internet is getting to me. I've learned to assume the worst sometimes. You know what, Cosmic? You're not wrong. 2024 is the maker and breaker of, I honestly believe, the maker and breaker of drama tubers. Because there are people literally getting burnt out because of the hell that this year has brought upon us. It's been great for the pocket. But my God, there's so much drama and so much, it's just, oh my God, it won't stop. It won't stop. Like, I'm behind on like 2 or 3 dramas right now. And there's dramas I'm completely skipping because I have no time for them. And that's why I watch Nicholas Diorio, because he covered one of those stories yesterday. Yes, Skip. Skip's like, I don't know about handsome, but he looks like he bathes regularly. Yeah, we stan a creator who looks like they take showers. Absolutely. 100%. Okay, we like that about our creators. We like our creators to take showers on the regular. Unless it's Asmongold, for some reason he gets a pass. But it's what it is. Cosmic. Xylie, I struck gold. I found sweet peach tea. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, that's the best. Okay, put a 1 in the chat if you're ready to get this started. I'm going to go ahead and warn y'all now. Oh, I don't... with how he talks, I don't... Okay, I'm going to start at 1.25. I may move it to 1.5 afterwards. I'm going to let y'all go ahead now. Kids are involved with this. We know how Xylie gets when you mention kids. All right? Hence the reason why I have the 2-liter of Mountain Dew sitting right beside me. Diet Mountain Dew, mind you. So, all right, here we go. We could do it, we could do it, we could do it. Oh, and when I said he's political, he's left. I don't know if it's, I want to say leftist, but I'm not 100% sure. So we're just going to be safe and just say on the left. All right. So his community don't like the R slur. Remember when I wouldn't say the R slur and then I said fuck it because they use that shit in real life? I'm going to use it. I don't give a fuck. Okay. But they're a little different. But not too much different from me, because I don't use the other stuff either. You know what I mean? So, all right.
Warning. This video contains descriptions of despicable acts and depravity involving children that may disgust or disturb you. Do not listen to this video in any public places or where others may hear the content described herein. No graphic images will be shown directly, though representations obscured with mosaic overlays may be used. Viewer discretion is advised. On July 29, 2024, a self-identified leftist online political commentator and live streamer known online by her handle Demon Mama aired a roughly 3-hour and 5-minute live stream titled "Xander Hall Wants a Nuke." Here.
Okay, now somebody made the mention of the name Demon Mama. I'm gonna be honest. I don't hate that name. I actually kind of like that name. All right, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. And the horn game, it's on point. Politics is, yeah, I mean, y'all know where I lean just by what I talk about and stuff like that, but I just can't do the politics thing. I can't do it.
Here is your nuke. During the video, she laid out a series of accusations against another politics live streamer in her space, the Xander Hall mentioned in the title. In this live stream, amongst a number of issues, Demon Mama claimed Xander Hall was especially onerous in his treatment of an employee known as Cherry Bread in online spaces, particularly accusing him of withholding pay for selfish reasons and generally being abusive. Now, mind you, these...
I'm going to tell you what. I wish somebody I worked for or even a friend attempted to talk to me the way Xander Hall talked to Cherry. I wish that was a thing. I'm like, oh, you really think you're going to talk to me like that? Have you lost your damn mind? What part of crazy have you not thought of?
These were not issues that Demon Mama had just found out about or that had recently occurred, but rather had happened over half a year prior and never been reported. Allegations that included abuse of a worker by their employer, exploitation, and even death.
And you know what? Here's the thing, Horror House Media. That's absolutely okay. I don't care what your political affiliation is in my chat. Not saying that he does. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that he does. No, I'm talking about for me only. I don't care about what your affiliation is. Listen, I have friends who vote Trump, who like Trump, you know? But guess what we don't do? We don't have conversations about politics. And when we do have conversations, we actually have sit-down good conversations and we don't yell at each other. You know, it is what it is. We walk away going, you feel how you feel, you feel how you feel. It is your God-given right to feel however you want to feel. Yeah. I hang out with normal people. Yeah.
Threats. While Xander Hall was justifiably browbeaten for his bad behavior, for some reason, only I was asking a question that I thought would be obvious to everybody. What kind of person covers up evidence of abuse and death threats for months in order to blackmail somebody? The answer is the sort of person who will cover up other stuff as well. And that answer led, obviously, to the second question. What kind of stuff?
Okay, my question is, when did Cherry send it to Demon Mama? Because I can understand Cherry not saying it for a while. Sometimes, listen, as it was explained to someone last night on Cope and Seethe, I had a little bit of a blood sport because somebody was being an idiot. Thought they were going to come at Beckett on an open forum in front of God and everybody, trying to act like Billy Badass when they didn't even know how to do research. Anyway, Evan, sometimes when you play the game, you hold on to stuff. There's stuff I'm holding on to right now. Nothing egregious like that, but there's stuff I'm holding on to right now. Because sometimes you just gotta wait for the right moment. So
fashion. He got uppity with me because I made fun of the idea.
Anybody with a passing knowledge of Demon Mama knows she's closely connected to and in real life friends with Ian Kaczynski, known online as Vosh Vidya or Vosh. Vosh's roughly half-decade-long career online has been plagued with a series of scandals involving his ready use of child pornography and child sexual abuse as a rhetorical lever while crafting arguments. In fact, much of Vosh's rhetorical structure revolves around the use of sex.
Ooh, he brought up the poppy stuff. So now that we brought up the sexual tension up in a simmering level in here, I know what you're thinking. What? I was actually thinking about how Trump has made another deal with Pelosi. Holy. This drama here, oh, that's an old drama. Oh, yeah. Vosh doesn't have a very good history. I still don't understand how he has the backing he has. It's ridiculous.
Sexual innuendo, and even outright gross sexual imposition against others. Some of the best known memes regarding the, at the time of writing, 457,000 sub YouTuber involve painting him as a child sexual predator, and his well-documented and outspoken desire to engage in acts of bestiality as a male horse. This culminated in early February 2020.
Yes, remember, Vosh doesn't want to do that with a horse. Vosh wants to be the horse. Ugh. God, he's so disgusting. God. Vosh makes me angry. They all make me angry over there. I'm not gonna lie. Once again, that corner of the internet does not self-police. And it is egregious. Pigeon Salad, thank you for being a member for 19 months.
24, when Vosh accidentally streamed contents of a folder filled with pornography to a live audience of thousands, including a drawn image involving children performing oral sex on a horse. This is actually an important detail for later. Now colloquially known as the Taxes folder incident, Vosh's pornography drop was condemned by nearly the entirety of the internet, with a few notable exceptions. To this day, Demon Mama has never openly condemned Vosh for his possession of these materials, and from what...
Do you know what Demon Mama did? When she came back, she made it sound like she was going to talk about the Vosh stuff. Did she? No. Why not, Demon Mama? Obviously, he had something wrong in his little taxes folder. What's wrong, Demon Mama?
What I understand, discussion of the topic is largely banned on her Discord server.
Yep.
The answer to this quandary is...
That's that team sports bullshit. I don't like that team sports bullshit. I'm sorry. I don't play that team sports bullshit. We don't do that here.
Isn't deep. Demon Mama simply doesn't mind possession of these sorts of materials.
I know you would throw a fit if I didn't.
This is Pseudo Faun, Demon Mama's longtime partner and one of the two notable members of the polyamorous relationship she shares with Doe, another slightly less well-known streamer with some presence in the debate sphere. Faun began dating Demon Mama, real name Emily Sovis, sometime in June of 2017, according to a tweet posted to Faun's Twitter in July of 2021.
I don't have exact dates anymore, but the first time Demon Mama said she'd take me on a date was June of 2017. We've been together for 4 years now. During this time, she's helped me grow so much as a person, and she has taken care of me and our partners through painful times.
Some general internet sleuthing helped to narrow down Sovis's original home to Henrietta, New York, which also let us get the most important bit of information, her actual birth date, which was in October of 1990. That makes Demon Mama currently 33, and, according to Discord messages, Faun attended the first Salt Lake Comic-Con in 2013, at the age of around 16 to 17, which would make Faun around 27 to 28 now. These ages aren't immediately important, but they...
QTV for 5. Xylie, at some point around 5-minute mark, Tyler gets Faun and Doe's names mixed, which is kind of easy given two deer names. By the way, when I hear Faun, I don't think of Faun as a deer. I think of Faun as the mythical creature with the goat half bottom. I heard, what do you call it? President Sunday say that. But I do listen, all right? I wanted to be a history teacher at one point, so, you know, Greek mythology. Is that what we're going to do? Is that what we're going to do? We're going to question Xylie? Is that what we're going to do? We're going to question Xylie. Really? Really? We're going to question Xylie. Fauns in Greek mythology. Fauns. Oh. Look, here's another faun. I'm just saying, that's what I think of when I hear that word. Whatever. You know what I meant. When I hear faun, that's what I think. Yeah, and I play D&D. I actually made a character like that. Shit. Good gracious. So anyway, when I hear faun, that's the first thing I thought of when I heard that word. Yes, I'm a nerd. And oh my God. Y'all are really squirreling today. What is okay? A faun in Roman mythology, I said Greek, I apologize, a created part human, part goat, akin to the Greek mythology of a satyr. There we go. A faun is Roman mythology. Okay, are we good, class? Can we continue with the damn video now? Can we continue with the video now? Is it possible? Put a 1 in the chat if you're ready to continue the video. All right, here we go.
They will be soon enough. For the better part of a decade, Faun has expressed public interest in drawn pictures of children in sexual situations.
Whoa!
For the better part of a decade, Faun has expressed public interest in drawn...
Cut that off for a second. I wrote an entire short story about But it's okay because they were aliens with a societal custom of pairing same-gender siblings, right? I'm just going to have sex with a 3-year-old non-human with demon-looking things coming out of her back. Why are you looking... Why does that say Shoda? Shoda's traps, and I don't know what that is. I don't think I want to know what that is, are best. Okay. All right. Whale. Oh, is male to male stuff. Oh, okay. Thank you. Because y'all know me. I don't know anything about this shit. So, okay, that. I know what that is because of Tipster. I learned what that was. Remember that ordeal? Wait, so what is a trap? Is that like, what is a trap? Oh, femboys. Okay. Okay. This here.
On pictures of children in sexual situations. There are a number of tweets to this effect, but
Confirmation, maximum you and a cute little Shota. What? Draws proportionally incorrect, unappealing peens on exaggerated bodies that doesn't make sense for males half the time. Sometimes they draw a nice sound boy body, but they will never do penises right. I need a URR button like Nick. This right here makes me want to have a URR button like Nick. Because if I was doing this live stream, I would hit the URR button right now after reading this one. That's actually from 2019, FYI. June 30th, 2019. Whoo! Oh, Jesus Christ. Why can't people be normal? Why can't people be normal? I am so sick. I am so sick of these stories. Okay, listen. Dear drama gods. Okay? Dear drama gods. Can I please have some kind of expose drama documentary or something that has to do with petty beef with people just talking shit? Can I please have one that does not involve actual children being drawn, or people talking about children or showing children shit? Can I please have just one? Just one. That's all I ask. One. I don't think that's too much to ask for. Please. Oh, QTV for 2. Buddy system time now? Yes, buddy system, okay? Everybody grab your buddy because apparently you're going to need it. Janelle, everyone find your buddy. Yes, Janelle. It is now buddy. We are enacting the buddy system now. Everybody find your buddy, all right? And hold your hands because this bus ride is going to be very, very rough, I feel. Skip says, like, that's the kind of person you ostracize. 100%. This is not the kind of person that you talk to, associate with. And this is Demon Mama's partner. Bruh. This one right here gets me. This one right here, this one literally makes me angry. This one makes me angry.
to quote a couple of them, I am extremely out of the loop in the world of pornography, probably because all I care about is trap and shota dojins.
Let's keep going.
Shota is Japanese-drawn pornography of prepubescent boys in sexual situations. Also, yo, can anyone hook me up with about 4,000 drawings of traps, shotas, and new haps where I can crop solely to the face? Thanks in advance.
Bruh. know what a new half is. Do I want to know what a new half is? I'm not looking it up. I refuse to look it up. Oh, new half is a furry thing? Oh my God. Oh my God.
Understanding the ages of the individuals involved and the context of what led them to this point is important in understanding the actual gravity of the situation when we get to the interview portion of this video and hear from a person who was victimized by these two individuals and who would have been around 13 years old when he started talking to Demon.
Wait a minute. I just thought of something. Didn't he just say Faun was currently like 27 years old? So the ones in 2015, if they're currently 27, then that means the ones in 2015, they were like 16 or 17, depending on the month, all right? Because I didn't pick up on the birthday. They were like 16, 17. So the one in 2019, they were like around 20. Huh. Okay.
Demon Mama in 2016. We'll get to that shortly, but to clear any confusion, Doe expressed interest in such materials and...
Okay, he meant Faun right here, not Doe. Demon Mama is in a polycule, all right? It is Demon Mama, Faun, and Doe. He accidentally said Doe here, but he meant Faun.
was still sharing and even making them as recently as this year, sharing their art depicting extremely young-looking animals and their own childish avatar creature on furry fetish website E621.
Why are... Oh my God. Demon Mama, who are you partners with? Demon Mama. Ooh. Ooh.
They are categorized as children in the tags. If you are a remotely normal person, you will hear the things that I'm saying and probably think to yourself, what on earth is going on with these people? I asked the same question and a very, very curious thing happened. A lot of people from Demon Mama's community and the larger Vosh orbiter space seemed extremely concerned about everything regarding the way I talked about her bizarre behavior.
In my view, this is moral grandstanding, get by association. I don't believe this is genuine effort to be truthful. It's just looking for shit to attack people over while people can have moral stances on all of the particulars. It doesn't change the fact of what larger strategy is. So mudslinging. You're describing mudslinging. Raking mud is clean equals good. Throwing mud means dirty equals bad.
Except the fact that her partner of over half a decade likes polishing the carrot to draw on pictures of children in sexual situations. These include names of people like Somniostatic and Gay Fesh, who are often...
Oh, God. If she covers the Westside Tyler video and sees him threatening to dox and assault me, I'm trying to keep that shit quiet, just asking for friends to report the video. I don't want to become in discourse. Yeah, that's kind of funny coming out of your mouth, Gay Fesh. That's actually kind of funny coming out of your mouth, Gay Fesh. Huh. Huh. I think you're all acting like Kiwi Farms Light and pretending you make moral decisions, but really you're all just falling for groupthink nonsense based on moral crusading towards people that, as it has already been well established, are hyperfixations of Tyler and have been for a while. I think it's toxic, destructive, and only serves one person, not that person's community. This is how places get toxic and weird and fall apart over time.
Often seen in Vosh's chat giving donos and outside of Vosh's chat doing whisper campaigns and trying, sometimes successfully, to get people's social...
In the literal sense, Sunday is banned because I banned him. But why did I ban him? Well, it probably has something to do with the fact that he's a deranged stalker. Gay Fesh, I know you're not calling somebody deranged stalker. Bruh. You were in that Discord that was stalking me and my friends. Are you kidding me? My friends primarily. I was part of the Tea Party group chat little room that you had. You were literally in a Discord that was stalking my friends. Every tweet, every little thing they did, y'all put in that Discord. And you dare talk about something? No, fuck that. You had the caucasity to call somebody out for stalking and deranged? Are you kidding me? Ugh. Pigeon Sally for 5. Remember when normality was more common and freaks that had sick, twisted, disgusting thoughts were in the minority? Pepperidge Farms remembers. True, Pigeon Salad. Anyway, what did Gayfest say here? Violating every boundary I had set up to give him to leave me alone. He gets in my DMs. He goes around blocks. He adds me on other people's chats. He showed up in my own stream chat. Nobody's watching your streams. Damn it, Verse. Hold on. I gotta see what Verse tipped me. Hold on, I gotta pull this up. Excuse me, guys. Again, I just woke up. Oh, remind me later. Activity feed. Sent you a DM on Discord. All right. Oh, okay. Thank you, Verse. 2016 would be 18, 19. 2019 would be 21 if they're 27. Not sure what. Okay. Thank you, Verse. I appreciate you. You're awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you for the 420 Verse. Yeah, so Sunday's banned.
Media accounts shut down. But they can't all know each other, right? Well, here they are in Demon Mama's stream at the same time during a reveal of her fursona. Posadas John, another consistent Vosh pay pig, is also there. And they all know the porno artist who drew Demon Mama's fursona, creature thing. And I find that strange. But for some reason, it's hard for people to articulate these ideas in this space because there's something of a cult of personality around Demon Mama, Vosh, and the other individuals mentioned. A cult that I believe threatens, coerces, and blackmails other creators into obedience. And it sounded much, much more far-fetched, even to me, when I was just sharing my thought.
You know, a Kiku for $9.99. Here, get some more Diet Mountain Dew. It seems like it may be necessary. Thank you for the $9.99. You know, sometimes I feel like I want to say we need to bring back shaming, but then people take shit too far, you know? But if there's ever a time, I'm just saying.
Thoughts about it on stream. But you know who didn't think it sounded far-fetched? The person I'm going to introduce you to right now. All right. So go ahead, introduce yourself, and then we can just hop into the timeline of stuff.
Okay. I am Glooby. I was a thumbnail artist for Demon Mama, and I've known her for about 8 years. I would consider myself, or I did consider myself, a close friend of hers for a good amount of time. I suppose I should just get into the timeline then. I met Demon Mama, as she's mentioned on stream a couple times, on Overwatch in 2016, late 2016 at the latest. I was 13, 14 at the time, and our relationship just started off like friendly, and we played games together.
Okay, it should have stopped at the lobby in Overwatch. I mean, because listen, if you're playing in an open lobby, you're going to run into kids, play video games. You're just playing video games. No problem. That's where it should have stopped. That's where it should have stopped. I am not going to become your friend until you hit 18 years old. If you're 18, you may have a chance to be my friend. Maybe, because 18-year-olds are pain in the asses, okay? Let's be honest, all right? But I am not going to start a budding friendship with a 13-year-old. No. Now, you go into an Overwatch lobby or whatever game you're playing and there's a lobby, there's going to be kids in there. So you're going to be playing the game with the kids. No problem. It's a fucking video game, all right? Obviously, there's going to be kids there, all right? I normally don't like to play with squeakers because that's what we used to call them back in the day, back in the Xbox 360 days. We used to call them squeakers. I normally don't like playing with squeakers, but some squeakers, they can be pretty cool, All right? But that's it for gameplay, not for friendship.
I eventually was introduced to her partners, and we played as well. And
Can I ask you a little bit about those? So how did you first meet for real? Like, so what you said you were playing a game. What game were you playing? And how old were you at the time?
so I was 13 or maybe 14 at the time. I think 13 because it would have been, if I remember correctly, it was on Overwatch on a Kings Row match. It would.
I have confirmed off stream via photograph of his driver's license that Glooby's birthday is August of 2003. Okay.
Wouldn't have been during any of the holiday stuff, so it wouldn't have been like decorated towards it. So it would have probably been summer of 2016. So I would have been 16 at the or not 16, sorry, 13 at the time. I met her. She was in voice call and in the like match lobby, and people were like giving her shit for like talking. I'm guessing. I'm assuming is because she's a trans woman and just people being bigoted and shitty. And I was like a goober little kid, so I was like, fuck those people. If you want, we could go play it. We were doing well, yada yada. And we ended up grouping up together after that game and just continued playing throughout the night. And then we added each other on Discord. I don't know if it was that day or after.
Make Discord 18 and up. I am tired of seeing people under 18 years of age in Discord. Make Discord 18 and up. I am so sick of hearing about these Discord stories. I'm over it. I'm over it.
A bit, but I know we played for a good bit, and then that's how we started talking online and all that.
And I think I'm
Skip's like, the first person I met in VR chat was a little kid with a list. Like, where the fuck is your mother and why are you here? I can hear you literally saying that to them, Skip. Like, excuse me, little boy, why are you here? And it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Shouldn't your ass be in bed by now? What the hell are you doing? Oh, God. Jesus Christ.
I'm aware that Demon Mama's age is, she was born in 1990, I believe, so she would be about 26 in 2016.
I did not know that was her age. Good to know, actually. So that actually helps me a lot, timeline-wise here. So that will give me some good... Oh, that makes that worse.
Yeah.
Knowing that.
Sorry. I went through... I endeavored to find necessary information because it's obviously quite relevant to this, knowing that the individual would be, 13 years older than you. If you're 13 and they're 26 is a substantial difference. But you guys hopped into the Discord and started talking.
No! You should have never hopped into a Discord with a 13-year-old. Don't do it. Don't do it. And listen, I'm telling people also who, okay, how do I put this? People with no bad intentions, don't talk to these kids in Discord. Don't do it. Because, listen, sometimes, God, you're setting yourself up to get hemmed up. Do not talk to kids on Discord. Do not do it. Don't get yourself caught up like that. Don't do it.
Off and on, did you join her Discord or did you just friend each other?
There was, I think, a server that I was, I forget. I know there was a couple people in it that she still has around. I know Faun was in it, a partner at the time that she had, that she's not dating anymore. Some other folk that were just chill. What's it called? I know at first it was just DMs, and then I was invited into a server where we would go into VC, and it was either a server or a private DM call, or like one of the group ones. I can't remember specifically, but I think it was a server because it had VCs and text chats.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
And what did you guys talk about, and what was the nature of the server?
It was pretty casual. I know there was an art section, so it might have, yeah, it definitely. Okay, so it was probably a server then if it had an art section, and I know Faun posted her stuff there, and I posted my stuff there. If it wasn't a server, then it was definitely in DMs or a private chat with all of us in it. Because I remember.
You know what, Lockwood? I actually agree with you. The problem with edgy jokes and talking with kids is it lowers their ability to detect danger around them, even if you have no bad intention. The next person may. That's actually, you bring up a really good point, Lockwood. And by the way, if you're under 18, get the hell out of my chat. Get the hell out of my chat if you're under 18. I don't want anybody, which I can't stop them. There is no barrier wall, okay? But I don't want anybody under 18 to watch any of my shit. Why? It's because of the way I talk. I am not appropriate for kids to be watching. If you're under 18, I don't even want you here. I don't want you in my chat. I don't do anything bad per se, but you know what? Sometimes the shit we cover or the shit that comes out of my mouth is not appropriate for a kid under 18 years old. Shit.
Us talking about the different art and Demon Mama being there and Faun being there and some other folk being there. I don't want to name them. If I do name these people, I don't want them to like get thrown through the gutter for this because they were just there.
My primary focus on individuals that would have been around Demon Mama at the time are on people that are still around her now.
Okay.
So Demon Mama, Faun, notable figures in her community like Gay Fesh and like any of
Shut
those
up,
individuals, I would like for you to bring up if it's okay with you.
Gotcha.
But anybody who's a sort of like a private citizen and has since departed, there's absolutely no reason to bring them up.
Then in that case, I won't bring them. Yeah. Okay. So at that point, it was casual, and I know I was sharing art. I don't know if it was not safe for work in nature at the time, but I know I was just sharing general art that I made in the chat, and Faun was sharing the stuff that she made, and it was mostly not safe for work in nature. Some of it wasn't. Around then, I would say that's when like the sharing of it became like it started with Faun. I know.
Okay. I'm sorry to everyone. When I'm saying this, I'm not saying anyone is lying, okay? But I'm coming at this from a commentary perspective and a cover your ass perspective, okay? So if people get mad with it, they get mad with it. I don't give a fuck. If this is true, because I don't see a screenshot of it, if this is true, why are you having kids in a Discord with a not safe for work section? Why? Why are you doing that? Listen, I have a Discord that 18 plus, all right? If I find out you're under 18 in my Discord, you're getting kicked the fuck out. 2, I don't even have a not safe for work section in my Discord. You know? I don't even like people talking about drama in my Discord. Which I've been abandoning y'all lately. I need to do something with the Discord. Bless y'all heart. Verse. Full-grown adults that collect children in their Discord as friends give me the same vibes as losers in college picking up their high school girlfriends and go to high school parties at 18, 19, or older. True, Verse. Very true. Thank you for the you know what? Let me put this over here. Thank you for the 420, honey. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir. And you are very correct. But listen, and the fact of you can have a Discord with an NSFW section in it. Do you know how many kids lie about their age to get on an app? So you could have a kid that's saying they're 22 years old, they're actually 13, and now they get to see that NSFW section in your Discord. Stop it. Absolutely stop it. You people are idiots.
Demon Mama did share some of the stuff that like she didn't draw. I know she doesn't draw, but I know she did share some of the stuff that she was into as well in the art chats.
Can I? This is going to be a little gross.
Verse said, I never once answered under 18 while under 18.
You're already familiar with this stuff, but can I describe some of these images, and you can confirm that these are the ones that you sent me, that she sent you earlier?
Yes, go for it.
So one of them is this is from Pseudophon on July 28th, 2020, it's like the back end reproductive organs of a horse with a tail.
Oh, the
What? Oh, dear God, move this. Move this.
the atomically accurate horse.
Oh, good. I drew some NSFW stuff today. Glooby, show. It's a first time trying to draw one. Not particularly good at butts in the first place. It's weird. Why? Why? What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that I remember when I saw that the first time, I was shocked. I was like, oh, this is
This was in 2020, by the way.
this is a bit much even for what I expect.
So he would have been, Glooby would have been, 2016, they were 13, 14. So add 4 years, that would be 17, 18. No, he was born in August, so it would have been a month before 18.
Faun to be into, and at this point, well, I guess I will get to that in the timeline.
16.
But at this point, I thought I guess
Wait,
technically
16? If they were 13, 14 in 2016, if you add 4 years to that, if you add 4 years to 13, that's 17, and you add 4 years to 14, that's 18. So how is it 16? Yeah, he was 17 years old, yes. Okay, so he was 17.
even I didn't follow it
Either way, inappropriate. God damn it.
at the time as a minor. The now sharing of the not safe for work stuff while they moved to wherever they moved to.
Yeah.
So at that point, I'm gonna be honest.
Wait, Verse is gonna yell at me. Oh, I thought Verse was yelling at me in DMs. My bad. Okay.
Getting sent atomically accurate horse pussy out of nowhere was kind of like, oh, I don't want to talk to this person very much. And there was a general, I think I might actually have it in the DMs. There was kind of a gap before I talked to them again because it did make me uncomfortable at the time, and I won't lie about that.
Yeah,
see if I can find that.
There's another one. You might be a little bit back where the gap seems to be between Faun in that same year, but April of 2020, sending you a picture of an erect penis with I'm assuming that's her like avatar or something hanging off the side of it.
Yeah, I am not sure what that is. That one, yeah, I was confused as well about that one, but I
What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Why do you have underage people in a fucking Discord and you're putting art like this up? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? Ahaska, it's 16 and 17. 2003 means you turned 17 in 2020. Gurs, thank you for gifting 1 membership. Okay, well, either way, they were under 18.
kind of just was like, yeah, and then moved on because I really didn't want to acknowledge it, I guess.
And these people were pretty aware of your age. I mean, you said you were in voice chat. Obviously, if you're under, even 16 years old, you're probably, as I say, a squeaker.
Yeah, it's interesting you mentioned that because it was told to me more than one time that I acted older and everything for my age by these people. Okay. So it's funny in a fucked up sense, and it's not funny. I'm coping horribly right now.
No, it's completely fine. Did you think that was a major highlight of your relationship with these individuals while you were in the server with them, that you were notable for your youth and for sort of, I don't know, your kind of permissibility with sharing these fairly explicitly sexual images?
Like, they acknowledged it, but it didn't really change anything, I guess. Like, I kind of was just another one of the people in there, despite my age.
The acknowledgement should have been, no one under 18 in this Discord, get the fuck out. That should have been the acknowledgement. I'm just saying. What is wrong with these people? Oh, Smash, I knew you weren't talking about me. I knew you weren't talking about me, Smash.
And I guess I can get into this part of the timeline then, the video call incident.
Please.
I think we were playing games at first, but it ended up being either we were playing games or drawing or hanging out or something. So I know Mama and Faun were in the call, and Faun turned on her camera, and I look over, and she's flashing dildos on her screen and laughing. And what's it called? Mama did, I will mention, Mama did go Faun, like telling her to stop, but it did not stop Faun for that to then go into detail and tell me which dildos were joke dildos and ones she actually used.
Again, I know, Verse. We're not going to do that, okay? We're not going to do that, Verse. I'm not going to read that comment. Again, if this is true, you are a disgusting human being. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? In what way is that funny? Oh, God. I don't know if I have enough nicotine and caffeine for this one. I really don't. Lord Jesus.
Jeez. And how old were you at the time?
I would have been at the most 14, 15.
And
No! Why? Why? No! Bruh. Again, we have to say allegedly because we have no proof of that. I'm sure he didn't, fire up the OBS and start recording. Janelle for 5. Some money for the new desk that Xylie's going to need after the stream. Oh, I'm not going to need a new desk, but thank you for the 5. I appreciate it. This desk used to be in the shop. This used to be my shop foreman's desk. I used to call him my shop dad. And it's really, really heavy and made of pure metal. I cannot break this desk. So. Bruh.
were you on video? They were looking at you. You were looking at them, or was it just one?
I might have been on video. I don't think so, though. I don't think I had a webcam at that point.
Gotcha. And you would say that, so very clearly, Demon Mama noticed that something inappropriate was happening. They're fairly aware.
Toots, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. I appreciate it. Gurst, thank you for the 5 extra coffee. Hell yeah. All right. I'm going to just mute the alerts because it's going to be a lot of alerts. 07's in the chat for the donations and the gifted memberships. Please, thank you.
Of your age, and she did not cut the call, even though she could have, and put a stop to that.
Yeah, it could have ended right then and there, but it did not. The call just kept going. And
how did that make you feel?
I was really uncomfortable in the moment.
I guess so.
I didn't really know what to feel, I guess. I'm still kind of not really grasping the gravity of what has been going on and what has happened. I'm still very much just, I just feel like fucked up about it. Just feel weird and really not good about all of it. And
would you say that at your age, was this probably one of maybe your first sexual experiences with?
Oh yeah, I would definitely say so.
And they sort of made that decision for you.
Yeah, I would definitely agree on that. I did not consent to that at all.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I feel like it was meant to be for me to not have children. Because every day that I cover these stories or I read about these stories is a day that I look at myself and go, I would have landed in prison. I would not be a free woman right now. You know, I think it was meant to be for me not to have children. Because I know me and I know my personality and I know what I would do. And I'm going to tell you what, if this was one of my nieces or nephews, I wouldn't be here either. Yeah. Oh, God. Y'all know how I am about this. Oh.
Was there more of this sort of horse playing with sexuality, knowing that there was a minor around happening, or was this kind of a one-off, or maybe something that they were testing the waters with? What was your impression?
Honestly, now knowing what Faun's tweeted, I don't know if there was anything malicious going on. I don't want to like imply that I feel that way, but it is really weird that she was so open to talk about her kinks and like do that and share her not safe for work. And a lot of the not safe for work she did share with me around that time was like Binding of Isaac characters, and the stuff she still draws is Binding of Isaac characters. And if you know what Binding of Isaac is, it's about like dead babies.
Yeah,
and
little
kids.
children.
Yeah.
When did you find out?
You do not share your kinks or your NSFW artwork with people under the age of 18 years old. Hard stop. That is the line. You do not do that. You certainly do not do that in a Discord with minors in it. You fucking idiots. You know, maybe it makes sense that your partner's name is Demon Mama, because you should go straight to hell for sharing that around minors. Yeah, it's a video game about dead kids.
Out about Faun's Twitter and her sort of predilection towards being very open with a sexual attraction towards minors.
When you made your stream about it, actually, I didn't know
really?
those tweets existed.
Oh, okay.
I followed her on Twitter, but like after a while.
Bruh. Hold on, I gotta take that. I'm hot. I gotta take this sweatshirt off. Oh, Christ have mercy. I want to do bad things.
When I made a Twitter, but I didn't know those ones existed. And when I realized it matched up around the time that I met her.
Oh yeah, that's the ones they
started talking to her and interacted with her. It made me really uncomfortable knowing that she was sending me all that stuff and talking about all that stuff while actively jerking it to.
See, listen. In 2016, sure, people were edgy. This is not edgy. This is degenerate. This is not edgy. This is degenerate. There is a difference. Just because you say something that's out of the norm, that doesn't make it edgy. There's edgy and then there's degenerate. This is degenerate. It looks like it, Skip. I think, you know what, Skip? Hold on to that question, because I want to get through the whole thing, but I have a theory, but I don't know yet, so yeah, let's get through the whole thing, and then we'll get back to that question. Remind me.
Shotokan.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to press you too much more on that, but do you think that there's a direct relationship between their maybe not necessarily Demon Mom as well, but certainly Faun, their relationship with you and these tweets that they were making? Do you think that there's possibly a direct connection? Because they're almost doing this exactly the same time.
I really don't want to believe that. I really don't want to think that she did that and thought like that. But there is a chance, and I really don't like that there is a chance that that's a possibility. I mentally don't want to entertain that, because I've known her and talked to her and like have heard like sad fucked up shit from her, and her like we've had one-to-one conversations about our existences and all of the fucked up shit in our lives, et cetera, et cetera. Mm-hmm. But like I don't
Sony for $1.99. Verse tipped you something, just letting you know. Oh. Okay, hold on. Gave you a present in the DMs. Oh dear God. Verse, tell me why. Verse, okay, I'm gonna tell you what Verse sent me. Verse sent me the instrumental to Not Like Us. He was like, just in case you want to play it in the background while reading some DMs. Dun dun dun. Oh God, no. Oh no. Oh dear God, no, I want my video, no, this is going to be monetized because I'm going to get paid for this. Oh God, it would be funny though to play that on loop while this is going on, not going to lie. Oh my God, that would be hilarious. You know what, I think I'm going to change my, I'm going to change my thumbnail up a little bit. That inspired me, actually. I'm going to change my thumbnail up a little bit. I'm going to add some things to my thumbnail.
I guess because of how I viewed her as a friend, in quotations, because of our very fucked up relationship, it hurts me to know that that's a chance. And
This
that's
is-
a very real possibility.
This is something I've heard a few times from people that are leaving Demon Mama's community or even connected to it, that they maybe witnessed something inappropriate, had an inappropriate experience, maybe felt some uncomfortable feelings, and the sort of trauma relationships that were built between people and the sort of friendship that they didn't want to lose was something that they felt they had to put ahead of maybe, talking about how uncomfortable they were or talking about maybe ending a certain kind of behavior. Do you feel that might have influenced decisions on your part to say like, hey, don't ever do that again, or I'm very weirded out by this, or anything like that?
I would definitely say so. I think that's probably why it took until hearing all of that stuff and seeing a friend of mine come on your stream, and shout out to Triptych for talking about the Demon Mama stuff, because I didn't know they left, and I knew they were in the middle of the shitstorm that was the Demon Mama mod team and that whole community being the fucking mess that it was. And it was a mess when I moderated it, and I can't even imagine how bad it was now.
Okay.
With how culty it got in there.
Ah, damn it, wrong button. All right. Do I want to go back and listen to that? Apparently I want to go back and listen. QTV, you have a job if you're still here. Can you give me the link? Because I think you're in the Discord. Aren't you in my Discord? If you are, give me the link, or do it on Twitter or something. I don't know, okay? Give me the link. I'm not going to do it today, but give me the link in which what Glooby is talking about. Okay, can you give it to me on Twitter? Can you DM me the link of the video that Glooby is talking about, that Tyler talked to that person? Talked to Triptych? Is it possible? You don't have to do it right now, because I'm not going to go over it today.
For talking about the Demon Mama stuff, because I didn't know they left, and I knew they were in the middle of the shitstorm that was the Demon Mama mod team and that whole community being the fucking mess
Thank
that
you.
it was. And
You
it was a
don't have to
mess
do it
when
right
I
now.
moderated it, and
It
I
could be
can't even
later
imagine how
today.
bad it was now with how culty it got in there.
It is, and I'm going to get to that and some of your work history here in a second. I think I just have one immediate question, and then we could finish up the timeline. There's just one other screenshot you sent me. I'm going to read it to you, and then I just want to get some of your impressions on it. You guys were talking about some other stuff that might feed his ego, but it's really funny. This is from July 8th, 2021, about a month or a year after some of those previous ones. You wrote, it'll feed the horny minds, including mine. By the way, if you're worried about NSFW stuff, I'm 18, so we vibing, cuz. And Demon Mama said, I'm not anymore, smiley face. You've always been respectful about that. That's a very curious thing for...
It might feed his ego, but it really is funny. It'll feed the horny minds, including mine.
Oh, lovely. Oh, we're getting into this. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, when I forget when.
By the way, if you're worried about NSFW stuff, I'm 18, so we vibing cuz.
And this happened, but I was probably, I think, maybe 15, 16. Whenever she moved to
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait.
About some other stuff. It might feed his ego, but it's really funny. This is from July 8th, 2021, about a month or a year after some of those previous ones. You wrote, it'll feed the horny minds, including mine. By the way, if you're worried about NSFW stuff, I'm 18, so we vibing, cuz. And Demon Mama said, I'm not anymore, smiley face. You've always been respectful about that. That's a very curious thing for an adult to say.
Oh, lovely. Oh, we're getting into this. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, when I forget when this happened, but I was probably, I think maybe 15, 16. Whenever she moved to Seattle or Washington or whatever the hell she is, I was told not to send Not Safe for Work to her anymore because the state and wherever she was moving to, that would be a huge no-no.
Okay. Was that in a voice call? Do we have those DMs? What? Why at 15 and 16 were you sending Not Safe for Work to Demon Mama, and Demon Mama all of a sudden now came up with a, oh no, it's not good in that state? What? Yeah, because he was like a month off from being 18, so he lied here. He's close to being 18, but he lied here.
To send Not Safe for Work to her anymore because the state and wherever she was moving to, that would be a huge no-no.
But not because you were a legal minor.
Yeah, no. Before that point, it was free game.
And so, were these things that she not just welcomed but like asked for? Was there any aspect of like ordering, so to say?
I wouldn't say that. It was very like just casual. Like I was just one of the what's it called? It's one of the boys. Just we're chilling. We're sending each other our art and the stuff we like, and just kept going until that point. And it did stop for a good bit. I think it stopped for a good bit on my old account because I remember her being very like thankful.
Okay, we have to remember everything that he's saying. If it doesn't have a screenshot attached to it, we have to take it as allegations. Okay, I want to make that very clear. Anything that doesn't have a screen recording or a screenshot attached to it, we have to take it as allegations. However, the screenshots they have provided kind of tell a story. You know what I mean? So I just want y'all to keep that in mind. Just keep it in the back of your head. Anything that we don't have a screenshot of or a screen recording of, we have to, it's allegations. We don't have hard facts on it, you know? And that's not saying anyone is lying, but, you know, that's what we do here. We got to have hard facts before we say anything. You know what I mean? So I want to make that very clear. That's what we do here.
About it at least once, and before the screenshot that I sent you. But I guess that didn't last very long.
And if I have another one up here. I think this maybe you sent a picture of buttholes to Demon Mama, and this is November 27th, 2019. Which is, of course, it's called Draw Pile. It's supposed to get wild. How are you? Good dude. Drawing buttholes for the first time. She says good anatomy practice. And then you guys kind of start a conversation. So this is, you've sent pornography to an adult who is at least...
I was like 16 or 17 at that point. I would have been 17.
Which we did. So she's going to be about 29, 30 years old.
Inappropriate. You should not be having these conversations with a kid like that. No. That's inappropriate. I'm sorry.
There's no judgments to you. I think that if a minor sent me a not safe for work drawing, I would probably just say, don't do that anymore. But this was a pattern of stuff. How does it make you feel?
I get sent that, fuck you, get out of my DMs block. Fuck you, I don't want to see that shit, get out of my DMs block. Adult is still on VRC, just private. No, I don't know what you mean by VRC. Oh, VR chat. Skip says, like, how do you even get there? Hey, I'm practicing buttholes. Tell me what you think about this one. Yeah, bro. I don't know.
You know, now that you're a bit older, somebody with that kind of age difference, exchanging, kind of freewheel exchanging pornographic material with a minor.
It really.
Neon, you know why I say something? Cover my ass. Covering my ass. That way, if they take a screenshot, this is what you do. You say, fuck you for sending that. Don't send me that shit. Fuck you. You're getting blocked. And then you block them. And then you take a screenshot. Just in case, later on down the road, they go, oh, look, they were fine. And they only show the screenshot of what they sent and not what you said afterwards. So then you come around and you slap them with the whole conversation. That's why you do that. It's called receipts. And you get an external hard drive and put them on your external hard drive just in case you have to pull them out one day.
Fucks me up now because like if I was in that I'm thinking like of myself if I was in that position now as an adult like talking to like a minor, that's fucking gross.
Yeah,
that fucks me up bad. Like thinking like I don't know what the thought process that makes this okay is, but I can't find it.
There is no thought process
in my
that
noggin.
makes it okay.
It just should be no. And the fact that I broke the rule that she set and the fact that she was just fine with it and didn't reprimand me or anything, that is rather telling.
Well, I think also there being a rule that is
also telling.
Yeah, it's sort of establishing the nature of that interaction seems, you know, that in my mind, I'm going to use this word. You don't have to agree with me, but this does strike me as being at least a touch predatory. I don't know if you agree with that or not, but
yeah, I will a little agree on that.
At the very least, highly inappropriate and fucking stupid. At the very least. At the very least, highly fucking inappropriate and fucking stupid.
On that one, it is a little fucky in that regard.
I'm going to try to move the conversation away from this, at least for a little bit. If you want to return to it later, that's absolutely okay. But it's actually even it's a bit much even for me. I have to assume it's probably a little bit for you.
Yeah, it is a lot.
Moving into the Demon Mama community, which you ended up being integrated into and eventually working for by your own statements to me, you started drawing thumbnails for her and also acting as a moderator. Can you tell me how that relationship evolved to that point?
I was brought on as a mod really, really early on, as I think just because I was a friend of hers and she needed mods. And
Could I ask a bit of at a time point?
When did she start her channel? Probably, I would probably say just start of her channel. I don't know the exact date, but like really extremely early on.
It's like a 2016, 2017-ish? You know, I think I'm supposing, sorry. If you want to look it up, feel free.
Yeah, I will look it up. 4 years ago. Let's see. So 2020. So about, I would say about mid 2020, like late 2020, I started modding for her and being active in her community.
Gotcha.
And on the mod end, it's interesting. The moment that a bunch of like the political frogs all really swarmed in from all the lefty side, in quotations, the mod team kind of had its first implosion. The head mod at the time and thumbnail artist Gina kind of had a meltdown, and it was a couple things leading up to it, but the entire, I forget if she was going to delete something important or start banning mods at random because she had the power to. But we had a full lockdown of the mod chat, and we had to cycle out the thumbnail artist, the head mod, and I think we had to do like a big old talk with all of the mods, and that was like barely when she was like a 1K, 2K subscriber. Like she was really small at the time, so it was already kind of a mess at that point.
What's up with that community over there? What's up with that community over there? Like, they have gone crazy over there. What is wrong?
Were a lot of these people carryovers from the previous Discord you were in?
A couple of them were actually. I don't think they stayed, for very long. I don't think I met Gayfesh as a mod in Demon Mama's community, so he wasn't in there. Who was? All the people that I can think of have either disassociated from Demon Mama entirely, or like have just kind of faded out into non-existence from doing whatever they're doing. So as far as I can remember, I think most of the new mods that were there were either friends of hers or just new people that came in from the community that she trusted eventually.
And that seems like it's pretty common that she keeps her friends close. It's a very tight circle.
Yeah, I would say so. God, what is it? I forget if there was. I know there was constant fighting in the mod chat. It seems pretty standard for lefty political things, but there was a lot of bickering.
Dreamy, I'm going to be honest. I don't think it's leftists in general. Okay? I don't think it's leftists in general. Because you have leftists in the real world who don't do shit like this. Okay? And they got problems on the right, too. Believe me. Alright? There's bad people everywhere. This isn't a left or right thing. However, that community over there has gone so long without self-policing. There are some freaks over there. You know what oh God, I'm going to sound so boomerish when I say this. I know, but I don't know how else to put it. It's the internet. It's the internet. And it's the ability that anybody can have a microphone and a camera. And not everyone should have a microphone and a camera. Some say I shouldn't have a microphone and a camera. And unfortunately, this is why I don't like a lot of the political people online. Because they have lost all reality of what's going on in the real world. They have been so long since they've actually touched grass and spoken to people and worked a job right next to somebody that they have lost all fucking reality. And I think, honestly, what we're seeing in 2024, we're seeing a whole bunch of people who didn't touch any grass getting caught up. No, cloudy, exactly. They don't talk like your average person anymore. Exactly. They don't. You got a bunch of people who thinks we need to hear what they have to say. I mean, granted, you're in here and I feel like you need, you have to hear what I have to say. That don't touch grass. And they have lost all fucking reality. That's like Hassan going, yeah, I'm fighting for the poor people. Really, motherfucker? In your $3 million fucking mansion and that big ass car that you bought? Fuck you. Fuck off. Fuck off. Okay, what's up, Tyler? You're covering this right now, so I may as well announce here that I filed a report with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children over this. Whew. Well, there you go, folks. Yeah, it's like most of these political people, they don't know how the real world works. They think just because they look at a news article, they know what's going on. While normal people, we're sitting here going, what the fuck is coming out of your mouth? That's not us. What? Oh, God. I hate it. I hate it. I want to get the spray bottle out.
And like arguing over just nonsense constantly with the mods.
You know what, Bay? You're not too wrong. Rush Limbaugh blueprint is what online political commentators use. I remember back in the day, Rush Limbaugh. Oh my God, that motherfucker. God. God, he was crazy. He was crazy as hell.
And there was more than a few times that the new head mod that we had, and I think even Demon Mom had a couple times had to go in and argue with some of the people that she had and drop some of the people that she had. Going, oh God, actually, there's an entire, what's it called, thing here I forgot about. I might have to inform you about that at another time.
It's all good.
That's something to get into potentially. But for this, sorry, I'm drawing a blank really bad right now.
No, it's okay. I sort of took you off the road. I was just giving you room to speak. We were going over the timeline, and right around 2020, I think it is, when the start of her channel, you became a mod. You started doing moderator activities. I'm going to assume standard message removal, bans, approvals, that kind of stuff, and making thumbnails, because Demon Mama was aware of the fact that you were an artist for reasons.
So when I started doing thumbnails, actually, not only did I do the thumbnails, her Drama Mama section, I did the animated intro for that as well. Funny story about that one. And this one pisses me off as an artist. I made that in like 6 hours because she wanted it done before her next stream. So it looked like ass, and like it's okay. It's an animation, yada yada. It works for her stream or whatever. But I went back and took like multiple weeks out of my time while sick to make it better and nicer, and I sent it to the editing team at the time, and it was never used.
And,
so that, on a personal note, that pisses me off.
Sorry. To clarify, by sick.
At 1 or 2K subs, why do you need an editing team? I don't get it. Maybe she had a job or something and she couldn't do the editing. Maybe that's it. I don't know.
This is right around the time that, or after the time that you contracted Lyme disease, which is something you're still living with now. It's fairly serious.
Oh, that's not good. Holy
June of, honestly, it would have been at the end of that year because of COVID.
Oh my God.
Yeah, at the end of that year, I got COVID, and it triggered the Lyme disease that I had dormant in my body since I was a little kid. And just a brief overview of my Lyme and all that. It causes me seizures, immense chronic body pain. I contracted SIBO, which is a small bacterial overgrowth. And
yeah, Lyme disease is nothing to fuck around with at all. That's poor kid.
And I've vomited 185 pounds out of my body in the past year and a half.
That's
from that.
Pretty terrible. On top of the unfortunate revelation from my shit posting on YouTube.
So that's.
Have we messaged before? And if we've messaged before on Discord, then yes. If we haven't messaged, it probably won't let you message me. But send it to me on Twitter if you have to, because I'm not gonna watch it today. But we will watch it eventually. Thank you, QTV. I really appreciate you. That was very nice of you to do for me. Thank you.
It's fun, but during that time, it was just the seizures, and actually no, the vomiting was also a factor during the later end of the work relationship. So I can get into that when that's timeline wise applicable. For
Who is this? I don't know who that is, so. Hold on. All right, so for the question about Lyme disease causing seizures, because what we do here at Xylie Gets Real is educate the masses. Some research discovered that Lyme disease can lead to quickly advancing forms of dementia that primarily affects the frontal region of brain. Seizures, neurological disruption caused by Lyme disease, can sometimes trigger seizures. There you go. There you go. That's what we do here. We educate the people.
Anyway, for the timeline stuff, Demon Mama's thumbnail thing. I was only meant to do thumbnails. That's what I signed up for. That's what I was told I was going to do. I quickly learned that wasn't the case. I would be managing all of her titles, doing all the tagging for the video, making sure they get out on time. I even made all of the categories for her videos because she didn't have any, and I thought it would be useful.
So you're essentially running the channel. You had a login to her channel.
Yeah, I had a login. I had a full access to everything.
Which, for the record, none of my editors have on my channel. That's an extremely large amount of responsibility for someone who was at the time, you were just 18, I think.
My editors don't have access to my channel either. They give me the video, I download it, then I upload it to
YouTube. In 2020, I would have been like 16, 17.
16, 17 then. So you're a legal minor with a...
Do not, ladies and gentlemen, If you are going to run a channel, okay, first of all, you shouldn't be talking to minors in Discord anyway. Okay? No, stop it. Spray bottle. Get the hell out of here. You shouldn't have an NSFW channel in your Discord that minors are in. Stop it. Spray bottle. Okay? You know another thing you don't do with minors? You don't employ those minors. You don't make them your mods. You don't have them be editors. Stop it. Let them go do that for other creators who are minors. Spray bottle. Stop it. You are setting yourself up to get hemmed up if you do those things. You are literally setting yourself up for some bullshit if you do that. What was that about 18 being a legal minor? 18 is not a legal minor. A legal minor is someone under 18. That's what he was saying. Let's go back so you can hear exactly what they were saying.
For someone who was at the time, you were just 18, I think.
In 2020, I would have been like 16, 17.
16, 17 then.
16, 17. That would be a legal minor. There you go.
So you're a legal minor with
Yes.
running a YouTube channel for someone that's 13 years older than you, pushing into the being 30, if not into their 30s, and not getting a lot for it. Did you guys agree on a compensation schedule of some sort, or was this just, hey, we're friends, and because we're friends, you're going to do friend stuff, and maybe if you don't get it done, we're not going to be friends anymore?
We did have a payment system set up. I forget if it was, I think it was like once, whenever YouTube, the payment went out, she would send out her pay for all of her team or whatever. I think it was once a month. On I think the 15th, whenever YouTube does its whatever payout, and she would collect all her funds and send it out. I could see the YouTube payout. I didn't know how much the Twitch was, but I know the Twitch was more because she talked about it a couple times, and I knew for a fact I could do math. I knew at least at the start. Okay, how do I preface this? At the start, it wasn't good pay, but it was understandable given her channel size, and I could understand paying bills, et cetera, et cetera. But
would you say it's something fair, and maybe you expected that it would increase as the channel that you were putting your labor in got bigger? Okay.
Yeah, and as the labor increase grew on my end with doing the tags and titles and making sure they went out every other day. At this point, this is when I got like sick, like with Lyme. So I was like I was being pumped full of antibiotics.
I'm sorry. At 2K channel, you can't tell me you couldn't do your own titles. You couldn't. No. You can't tell me you couldn't do that. Your channel is not that hopping at that point. I do my own titles. I do my own thumbnails now. The only reason why Jaded edits for me, because it started out that Jaded wanted to learn how to edit. She was like, I really, really want to learn how to edit. Mind you, Jaded and I were already friends. That's how she started editing for me, because she wanted to learn how to edit. And you can see the progression of how much better she's gotten with editing. Tom is the same way. Tom's been editing for me because Tom wants to really learn how to edit, and she'll do like little special stuff. And me, you know me, I don't make videos. I can't do videos. I have to do live streams. You know? Xylie, we got nothing but you two hoes. I know that's right.
Antibiotics and being horribly ill every day. And I would have to wake up I remember at 10:30 and just fucking hope and pray that I could figure out a thumbnail and title in 30 minutes so I can go back to bed and be horribly sick and sleep all day again.
And to kind of hammer it home, you're still a minor at the time. Were you in school as well?
Yeah. This one's a little hard to explain. I
can't understand. Why can't you make your own thumbnails, even if they're horrible? Like, bro, why? My thumbnail game was so bad. It was Willie Mack who got me on my thumbnail game. And it's gotten progressively better, all right? My thumbnails used to be absolutely horrible. Oh my God, looking back at them, I cringe on how bad my thumbnails were. Oh My God. QTV, $2. Sent to your Twitter. Thank you, QTV. I appreciate it. Thank you, buddy. Skip, why are you laughing at me? You were here too, bitch. Okay? You were with this channel. Bestie. My best friend. My ride or die. Sitting here laughing at me in the chat. Ma'am, I told y'all I'm not the mean one. I keep telling y'all I'm not the mean one in the friendship between me and Skip. Skip's the mean one. I'm just the loud one. Alright? But she's the mean one. I'm actually nice. Skip said, because the North remembers. Fuck you, Skip. How about that? Applejack. Okay. Alright, Skip. We don't give a shit what you remember. They're still there. I'm not hiding from my thumbnails. They're still on my channel. Pull one up and show the class. Oh my God, you are such a dirty dealer. You are so dirty. Hold on. I'll show you my thumbnails. You know what? I'm going to stand 10 toes down and show y'all my thumbnails. 10 toes down. 10 toes down. Hold on. Okay, so these are the current thumbnails. Alright? Alright. Not bad. These are my older thumbnails. Look, I thought I was really doing something with these. And then I got lazy. I didn't make... Okay, I have to admit, these right here I didn't make. Hold on. Oh, there's me with my blue hair. But yeah, these were my thumbnails. Look how bad they are. They're horrible. I got too much going on in the background. I didn't know how to blur the background. Yep. Oh, wait. And this is the bad period of the thumbnails. Hold on. Right here. This was the really bad period of thumbnails. When I had the stars in the background. Yep. So, kiss my ass, Skip. I stand 10 toes down. I stand 10 toes down on my thumbnails. God bless it.
I guess I was bullied out of high school and then did online school for a bit and speed run through that. And I was essentially in college at 16.
Okay.
So that's what I did. It is an interesting mess.
That's ridiculous.
If you went through some bullying like that, did you think when you were going through that and then having to leave school, did you feel like alone and isolated? And did you ever share that with Demon Mama and her sort of circle?
Oh yeah, they knew about what happened to me with those people. Those the people that did all the fucked up shit to me, like tried to get into her community, and Demon Mama like banned them per my request. And like I told her all what happened to me with those people.
Mm-hmm.
Like she knows all of it.
And you're safe now, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm safe now. Like I'm all good now.
But you were working for her and putting this entire YouTube thing together for anyone listening to this, if I don't end up cutting this chunk out. When I do my own uploads and write my titles in, it takes me about anywhere from 5 to 10-ish total minutes of doing a bunch of different little things. Was that about the amount of time it probably took you per video just for the upload stuff? Not to say anything less of you did all of the thumbnails and whatnot as well, correct?
Yeah. The hardest part for me were always the titles because I'm not a very good written person. I'm a visual person. That's how I struggle with my words enough as it is. So having to...
You shouldn't have been doing the titles. Unless you got it on lock. Unless your editor has it on lock and they understand the algorithm and they know what needs to be said for it to get picked up. You shouldn't have been doing the titles. Chud Logic's editor, I think he does the titles. His titles are on point. He knows how to draw somebody in to look at that video by his titles. Nicholas Diorio is another one. I have learned to become more aggressive in my titles because of Nick. I have to admit, I've learned to become more aggressive in my titles. Like the title today that you see in this live stream, oh, it's changing. I guarantee you it's changing. And it's probably going to be kind of aggressive. All right? But I've learned to become more aggressive in my titles because it makes people click the video. It's all a game. This YouTube shit is all a game. You have to draw the people in to want to see what you're talking about. Yeah, DK. Thank you, Nuke. Yeah, DK, if he's doing the titles on Chud Logic's videos, he is on point and he knows what to say to make people click that video. There have been many a time, it wasn't the thumbnail that did it for me, which his thumbnails are amazing, by the way. It wasn't his thumbnail that did it for me, it was the title that did it for me. Yeah, nah, he's got it on lock.
Come up with titles for videos I have no information about. And I gotta preface this as well. I never got any information about any of the videos that I was thumbnailing. Every single thumbnail I made for the most part was me just guessing what the hell was going on in those videos and like skipping through it a little bit.
I respect that. I am good with words. It's like one of my things, and titles are nightmarishly.
Verse, shut the hell up. Shut the hell up, Verse. Shut up. Did you hear me? Shut up. No, I'll do you one better. Shut the fuck up. Okay, Verse? Thank you. I'm trying. I'm getting better, all right?
Really difficult for me as well. It's usually what takes me the longest. Obviously, typing them in, not big, but trying to figure out a way to sell it in 100 words or less, or 100 characters or less, it can be a bit daunting. Especially if you actually, I was in the video. If you didn't watch it, obviously that's going to be a lot harder. And if you had to guess, what was your like overly monthly compensation sort of? If you had to guess how many hours and how much money you made, what would you say those figures were?
If I remember correctly, I would do 20 to 30 thumbnails and like all the titles and all that, yada yada. And I would get at the start it was about like 200 to 250, but by the end of the year it went down to like $80, if I remember correctly. That was
May 260, June 180, August 170. Volume of wait a minute. That makes no goddamn sense. Hold on. So, volume of commission 22. So they did 22 and got paid 260. By the time August, July, outstanding, so that would equal 240. So they did 22 here for 260. They did 23 here for 180. And if they got paid this full amount eventually, it was 25 for 240. The math ain't mathin'. So, what, was he not given an exact amount that he gets paid for doing what he did? Because I would think that 23 would have got paid more for than 22. Yeah, I don't get the angle of the work, except for don't have people underage working for you. You should not do that. I'm sorry. I don't care who gets mad at it. But yeah, this part, but we're going to listen to the whole thing, so we're going through it. But still, the math ain't mathin' with this one.
that was
With no work slowdown on your part.
Yeah, no work slowdown on my part.
Gotcha. And
No, I believe he's in the United States.
this is how many videos? I think you said you were doing 33 to 66 or some odd. I might be inflating those numbers.
A month, it would have been about like 20 to 30.
Okay.
But like overall, it would have been, I don't even know how many at this point.
So, with that in mind, obviously you watched my stream on, I was a little bit irate with Demon Mama holding on to information about another creator being abusive to people doing essentially the exact same work that you were doing. Did you find it maybe a touch hypocritical that she would...
I found it so fucking ironic for so long. It's been a joke in my fucking friend group that whenever she brings up AI art and like how to treat artists, and it's like, oh, what about Glooby?
If you had to guess, I've seen your you guys had a friend put together a
Okay, see, this is getting way too technical. Bruh. It's not that. Okay.
a spreadsheet here with, I'm assuming, I think it's the last like 3-ish months of work. But how much do you think you've probably been jilted or shorted here?
Overall, probably, I don't even know, hundreds. That brings me to my favorite part about the work.
Yeah, that is a weird commission payout. That's very weird. Like, the math wasn't mathing. I don't understand. I really don't get it. Bruh.
Thing was she told me that financially, I think when I sent the spreadsheet into her thing, and it was like, hey, the pay is deficit is like fucked here. I think I have this. I don't know if I sent you the screenshot, but I have a screenshot of her saying that the channel is just not doing well and it's struggling and et cetera, et cetera. She is trying her best, yada yada. But then I see a tweet from her.
You know why her channel wasn't doing well? Because she sucks. She sucks at what she does. That's why. That's why her channel wasn't doing well. She sucks. She actually sucks. Sorry about it.
At the end of the year, saying that she went and got a $5,000 custom tongue split from somebody and flew out and went into her Trippie Red concert.
Mm-hmm.
So
and
in the same
I've seen
token,
that she was bragging about that on one of her streams. I actually looked it up because you mentioned the tongue split. I guess it's one of her iconic features, and she sort of maybe paid for at least a bit of it by shorting a minor who was working. Well, you might have been over 18 by the time you finally split. I'm sorry, I didn't hammer that specifically home.
You know what? I don't want to make the internet sterile. Okay? I don't want to make the internet sterile. I don't want cookie. Listen, the cookie cutter YouTubers, I find them the most sus out of everybody. All right? Because nobody is constantly that nice. Fuck you. I don't care what you say. All right? The people who are so fucking sterile that you can't say shit on their channel or in their no. Cookie cutter? No. Kiss my ass. No. I don't trust you. All right? But this is too much. This is too much. Bruh. Oh, this is too much, bro.
When did you finally get to a point where you went,
black-pilled.
I've not been paid in months. I don't think I can continue on with this.
Like, I don't know exactly. I think it would have been mid 2021 to late 2021 where I was so sick. I was just like, I physically cannot do this anymore.
Mhm.
I think it was a physical issue at that point. Cause like I know the pay was low and shitty, but I was poor and needed the money anyway. So it's like, fuck it, I needed it. But once my physical was so ass, it just became a matter of, I can't do this anymore. It's not worth even the bit of money I'm getting.
And how receptive was she to your issues about working conditions, expectations, pay, and the like?
I will say when I did tell her that I was sick, she was like, I understand. We'll try to accommodate. That may have only applied like 3 or 4 times. Whenever if you notice in my thumbnail, like my era of thumbnails, there's ones that aren't like the little character or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the days that I'm so sick, I physically cannot do it. Like those are the only days that it's not mine.
So you're like working yourself to the bone for, I'm seeing some of the compensation here is basically like roughly $2.80 a video at the absolute worst. And at the best, in the spreadsheet you shared with me, 22 videos in a month for $260, you have it out at about $11.82 for a thumbnail, doing all of these uploads, writing titles, and basically quite literally turning her content into money, because that's what gets changed over into ad revenue are these videos.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you in 2020 her ad revenue sucked ass. I bet if we go back and look at those videos. Wait, where am I at? I'm at 4705. Okay, everybody remember 4705. Where is it? Okay, I can tell you now at 2.7K views, 2.5K views.
So it looked like ass, and like it's okay. It's an
2.5K views. She wasn't making shit in ad revenue. I can tell you now, she won't making shit in ad revenue. I guarantee you. She wasn't making shit on ad revenue. Where was I at? 4705. Thank you.
Yeah.
Did you feel? Oh, I'm sorry. Please.
Oh no, sorry.
Yeah,
I was
I'm jealous of a
making
rising
noise.
star.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Did you
Kurt.
feel that there was a true and honest and open line of communication to air your grievances as a basically employee of Demon Mama?
Not really. I felt like I could talk to her, but I feel like and I did, and still kind of do feel like there was always like a wall of.
That's true, Skip. I mean, fair thumbnail pricing is subjective. There was that one guy doing thumbnails for $5 in the commentary community. Exactly. I know people who do thumbnails for $20. I know people that if you want a thumbnail from them, you're going to pay $50 or more per thumbnail. Per thumbnail. Yeah. It's subjective. That's why if you're an artist, have your prices and go, this is what you will pay me per whatever. If you're a thumbnail artist or you're an artist, have your prices and you stick to your prices. And if they can't pay it, then they can't pay it. You know? That thumbnail that I have of that chessboard from Dr. Disrespect and Keppel's behind that chessboard. Mishi made that one. I was ready to pay her. I'm like, how much you want for it, Mishi? Because I couldn't do what I wanted to do to get done with it. Mishi's like, you don't have to pay me. She's my friend. But you know what I did? I shouted her out for doing it. You know?
Of just, it doesn't matter what I say at this point.
So you could always have a nice conversation with her, but criticism would be something that was not met with open arms, so to say. Maybe not necessarily hostility, but you don't.
Yeah, I didn't, negative conversations with her were not something I wanted to have, because it felt like when I did bring up the pay, it felt like I was being put, like I was wrong and I should feel bad for it, even though every person I've talked to about it has told me I was wronged and yada yada about it. So it's still confusing for me, because I still.
He was probably so young he didn't realize your art is work, and you should get paid a certain amount of money per artwork that you make for her.
I still feel like I'm in the wrong. Like
you're not. This is I can actually step away from journalism for ethically speaking. That's wage theft. If you had an agreed upon amount, or if you were being taken advantage of and not being fully paid, you are fully justified in feeling wronged about that. Don't let anyone take that away from you at all. That's if this was kind of any other community, that would be maybe less of an important issue. But this is all leftism and workers' rights and stuff. And so I've seen Demon Mama talk.
Remember, he's a political streamer. All right, so they're going to look at things a little bit differently than we do here. Here in commentary, I guarantee you, when certain people cover this part, I guarantee you this is exactly what they're going to say. All right, well, maybe not exact words, but this is what they're going to say. If she wasn't paying you right, then you should have quit. You should have quit. That's exactly what they're going to say. Well, close to it. All right. Commentary is going to look at it a little bit differently than what they look at it over there. Remember, he is not part of our sphere. He is part of another section in YouTube. So they're going to look at things differently. You know?
I mean, I guess to some degree about that kind of stuff. Obviously, she's adjacent to Vosh and that whole kind of crew. But do you think, as a person that's kind of within those circles, that she practices what she preaches when it comes to, treating workers fairly?
I don't think so. It's what makes it more interesting to me is she knew how sick I was. I was very open about like the seizures and the vomiting and all that stuff to her, and she wouldn't check in. She wouldn't, unless like I came running.
Verse, stop trying to take me off my game. Stop it. Spray bottle. Stop it.
Like, hey, I can't upload this. I'm really fucking sick. Maybe I get a response sometimes. And if I did, it would be hours later, either from her or from somebody in the editor chat saying, like, being like, yeah, okay, I got it now. And then the video would just sit there for a couple hours because it would just be me.
And you
I was
were
the only one there.
Still doing moderator work as well during some of this?
Yes. During the first bit of it, I know I eventually stopped doing mod stuff because it was just too much and the mods were getting on my nerves and being overwhelming and obnoxious. So I just didn't want to deal with that anymore. So I just stepped aside from that.
And how did you, because obviously this is not anywhere near enough to approach living on. How were you supporting yourself to live outside of working alongside Demon Mama?
Really trying to get any kind of commission job I could. Mostly living through my family to support my meds and everything like that, because it is expensive to manage Lyme disease and treat it, let alone be in a spot where you're stable. And at that point, I didn't really know what was going on with the Lyme and what meds worked. So it was a constant battle of expensive medicine and trying to find work to support that medicine.
So he is in the predicament that he has the Lyme disease, so he can't go out and, like, you can't look at this guy and go, you know what, go flip burgers. You can't do that because he's sick, and he's dependent on his family to help him because of the medications, because of him getting sick, because of his seizures and stuff like that. All right? So he is in a predicament. I do agree with that. You know?
and feed myself. And I will mention this as well. There were more than a few times I had to ask her for money to buy myself food because I could not afford it.
Money that she should have paid you.
Yeah, should have that you should have paid me in the first place.
Yeah. So at this time, your
No,
support
I
structure
get
is
it, Skip.
basically
I get
your natural family that you have.
I get it, Skip, but you know me. I look at it from all sides. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. No, I get you.
Did you have friends outside of this, or was it pretty much just kind of like your social circle is this kind of internet crew of people that are in and
That's
around
very
Demon
true,
Mama?
Weird.
Yeah, it would have been just the internet people. All of the IRL interaction I had was really shattered off from the bad group of people I interacted with before. Like, I met some really good people from Demon Mama. I have some really good friends from that place, and I still do. I met my partner there, and it's awful because a part of me is like I don't want to change what happened because I technically I don't owe her anything, but like the interactions that I've had there have led me to the place where I am now with the people that I have now, and I'm thankful for the people I have now, but not for her. She sucks.
Okay, well, that's a good outcome if you found good friends through it. You know, sometimes you go through a storm for a reason. All right? Like, the old community I was in was a storm, but I found Skip. And Skip's been my bestie ever since. That's my best friend. That's my ride or die right there. You know? So, sometimes you go through a storm for a reason. I'm a fucking that's a lie. I wouldn't go that far, Skip. I wouldn't say you're a treasure. Verse, shut up.
Do you think some of your negative feelings tied up around talking about this, about discussing ways that I think it would be hard pressed for me to find a person that would say you weren't wronged, both in the pseudo-sexual relationship you had with her circle as a child and also the very, very exploitative work relationship you had with her? Did you feel even ever feel that, you know, that might be taken away from you, or that your negative feelings towards this might be that Demon Mama or people close to her might try to essentially destroy your relationships that you have in retaliation for talking about these things?
I was, and I'm still very actively worried about what this is going to do and what it would have done then, especially then with the people I knew. Because like all of my friends then were really into Demon Mama's like whole thing, and we all eventually left for our own reasons. Because
that's another thing. What they're talking about right now. The one thing I have noticed about these content creators, especially political content creators, and I don't care if they're left or right. I do not care. All right. Not saying they're all their communities are like that, like what I'm about to describe, okay? So mind you, I'm not saying every single creator's community that's in the political sphere is like this, okay? So don't clip me out of context and don't come for me because I will take you down. I don't give a fuck, all right? What I have noticed is with a lot of these political people, their community kind of becomes cult-like. Like, to the point that I am looking at them sideways like, bro, what? You can't say anything against the supreme leader. You can't go against the supreme leader. If your supreme leader gets called out for something, you can't call them out for it. It's literally cult-like. Stop it. Stop it. Have a mind of your own. If you don't like what somebody said, tell them. Or don't say anything at all and stop watching them. They become huge echo chambers. And it's like, ew. That's gross. And I've noticed that. I've noticed that with a lot of these political communities, with these political content creators, they literally become cult-like. And it's gross. It's disgusting.
everyone got sick of the treatment there and how things were ran, et cetera, et cetera.
I think maybe because they fight so much in politics that they end up defending their creator a lot, and it builds weird parasocial bond. Yes, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. They become too parasocial with the people that watch them. Stop it. I refuse. No. Yeah, having a single disagreement makes you an immediate dissenter. Yeah, exactly. That's ridiculous. We're all human. We all fuck up. I mean, not like this, but we all fuck up. Nobody's perfect. And if you think your content creator is perfect, you're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. You're an idiot. Exactly, Tua. First thing you learn from Xylie is don't stan anybody. Don't stan me. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to fuck up. I've been pretty good this year, though. In 2024, I have been really good. I have gone 8 months and 9 days without a controversy, okay? Because 2023 was kind of rough. 2022 was kind of rough. But in 2024, I have gone 8 months and 9 days without a controversy. Thank you very much. I have done good. Just saying. Yeah, you can stand the cats. Pumpkin would love it. She thinks she's a goddess anyway.
But I was worried about how this would affect a lot of things with people that I've known from there. And good to know that everyone that I do talk to from there all has the same consensus.
Rap Chick says, I see you guys as entertainers, which would make me trust even less. Exactly. Exactly. The only thing I can do is in hopes. Listen, the only thing that I'm just going to say YouTuber because that's the platform we're on. The only thing that a YouTuber can do on the platform they're on is be as truthful with y'all as possible. It's okay if you get exposed for something to be able to come out and say, you know what? I fucked up. And I am going to work my hardest not to do that shit again. And I have learned my lesson. And I am sorry. There's nothing wrong with saying I'm sorry. There's nothing wrong with admitting when you fuck up. And that's where a lot of people lose the plot. They forget that it's okay to apologize. And it's okay to admit you fucked up. A lot of people forget that. And then sometimes the audience forgets that sometimes it might take you a while. That you need to gather yourself before you come to that, and you have to think it through and stuff like that. The audience can be rough. So, yeah, exactly, Verse. Cough, cough, Blair. Exactly. Illuminati? Oh my God. She could have avoided her whole shit. Illuminati could have avoided her whole downfall if she would have just admitted that she treated people like shit and apologized for it at the time that she did those things. But because it started compounding with more and more people and more instances, the internet came down upon her like the Avengers. And she did it on her own. She did that to herself. And it was all because she couldn't admit when she was wrong and she couldn't apologize. You know? She's a perfect example of that.
About this, thank God. But yeah, I was worried about how this would affect things with people I knew, and the person I was actually worried about that I didn't know left a year ago at this point was Triptych. They were a big mod in Demon Mama's community. I know they were very outspoken about how they felt, and I'm glad that continued with the bullshit Demon Mama was and her mods are probably pulling then, and probably why she early dipped. I should say.
Would you say if there's someone else that feels this way, not like everybody has to turn their back on Demon Mama and not be there?
That's what we need, Nuke. We need a good baby mama drama again. That was a really good drama. We need a new baby mama drama. That's what we need.
Her friend or anything like that. I'm not making that argument. But for anybody that feels scared of walking away from that group because they're going to like lose everything, or they have feelings that are like that they maybe couldn't quite put their hands on, Do you think it's worth it to walk away if you're feeling that way? Do you feel good now that you've got this distance and this
walk
clarity
away,
on the situation?
Yes.
I would definitely say so. Especially when I was working for her and my entire like existence was essentially surrounded was her, like my friend.
If you don't have skeletons in your closet and they are not holding anything against you, bro, learn how to stick your middle fingers up in the air and say, fuck you, I'm out. And guess what? If you do have some skeletons, learn how to go, you know what? Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did. I was wrong. Fuck you, I'm out. You know?
Friends were all associated with her. My job was her. My day-to-day was drawing her, thinking of things for her thing, yada yada yada. I would have never have thought to do this. This would have destroyed every single opportunity I had, my source of income, all my friends. At that point I thought I was fucked if I did this.
That's very reasonable.
But now with the people I have and everything like that, it is very scary, and I am actively shaking in my boots.
Let me tell you something. Demon Mama can't do shit to you. Demon Mama can't do shit to you. I'm telling you now, as a person who is part of a community that calls out people, like literally, that is my job. What am I? A drama farmer? I'm part of the Hive. I'm part of the Cabal. I'm part of those nasty ass commentary bros. I am the sole woman of the commentary bros, or whatever y'all want to call drama YouTubers, okay? Kiss my ass. Because we have literally become like the police of fucking YouTube, because these people don't want to call out their own people in their community. So we have to look like the bad guys and do it. What do I say about the commentary community? They always hate us until they need us. Demon Mama ain't gonna do nothing to you, boo. Because in the background, there are so many people that don't like Demon Mama. You're okay. You are gonna be just fine. JFA said it's a dirty job. Damn right it's a dirty job, and I don't mind rolling around in the mud. Ah, shit. I don't mind rolling around in the mud, slinging mud. I don't care. Shit.
But it was worth it, and I knew it was right when I felt relief telling my partner and then telling you, and knowing that this is out there or going to be, and it's just over. It's giving me like a bit of, I guess, just relief mentally and physically. Like a weight is off of my back.
Okay, so I'm glad he found like friends and he feels more secure now. I'm glad he's found that. You know, because it's important. Look, it's real important that you have good people around you. It's very important to have good people around you. It's important to have people that you can go to when you need somebody to talk to, when you need somebody to let out the aggression of like, hey, this is happening to me. It's good to have those friends that'll call you out on your bullshit, but also will listen to you and with what's going on, you know? It's good. So I'm glad that he's found that. Jack Walker for 5. The whole community gonna be like, it's an election year without realizing they make the political landscape worse. True. Do you remember that shit with the Bosch? It's an election year. Remember that dumbass fucking denims when it came to the Keffels video? I don't call people out on the left. You know, I feel like that it is my job to call people out on the right. Do you realize what that bitch did? But you can't call her out because she's on the left? You do realize, denims, you're part of the fucking problem, right? Just by that mere sentence of how you only call people out on the right, you're part of the fucking problem. Shit.
I guess, in a sense.
I don't know if you can make any conclusion, but you described a situation a little while ago that would be pretty crazy. You know, you said you woke up, you know, you were sick.
Fucking Nicholas Diorio is Jon Snow. We are the North. That's true. The North remembers. The North remembers. Literally, commentary community is literally the North. And Nicholas Fiorio is Jon Snow. God damn it. I can't wait till I tell him about that one. It's true, though. It's true. Because we do remember. Oh, my God. We do remember. That's for damn sure. It may take years, as in I Am Alex. It took what? What? I Am Alex? When was the Slazo stuff? Wasn't the Slazo stuff like 2018? 2019? When was the Slazo stuff? People have been looking to get I Am Alex for years. Years. 2017. Like 2017? So they have waited 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. 7 years. 7 years. If it was in 2017, 7 years to get I Am Alex. And people just sit back and wait. And one day, you never know. And that day came. So I Am Alex has to deal with the shit he's dealing with right now. And, oh, by the way, you were part of that Slazo bullshit, weren't you? Yeah. Look how, and I understand he's in a rough spot right now with everybody. But look how long Keemstar waited about the Shadman stuff. Keemstar waited almost 10 years. About his kid getting drawn in 2016. He waited 8 years to get Shadman. And to get everybody who supported Shadman after his child was drawn. Sometimes you gotta sit back and wait. Sometimes it takes weeks, sometimes it takes months, sometimes it takes years. But you sit back and wait. Exactly. To be fair, he couldn't do it until now. Everyone forgets nobody cared because they hated him. Exactly, Verse. Sometimes you sit back and you wait for the right moment. And that's exactly what happens. And now we have 2024 where everybody's old shit's coming out. Kiku for $4.99. If you're in commentary, your hands must be rated E for everyone. Period. Point blank period. Yep. That is true.
And your friend circle was Demon Mama, and your job was Demon Mama, and you drew her, and you talked about her, and you made things for her. To me, that sounds like almost a religious-y type thing. And I'm not going to push you, but would you say that there's an aspect of cultishness maybe in and around how her circle operates and kind of in what she maybe expects from people that are immediately around her?
Totally. It is such a cult of personality. If it wasn't then when I was there, it is so bad now. Like, oh my God. I can't even imagine how bad it is now. If I was like that then, with all the people, how we all just talked about Demon Mom and all her politics are so good. Oh, it's all Demon Mom, all Demon Mom, all Demon Mom. I can't imagine what her chats are like now, where it's even more controlled and more like, what's it called? Withered out all of the non imps, I guess, in this case.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely say it's very culty there.
I'd be damned if I'd do that. I'd be damned. I expect y'all, if y'all disagree with me on something, I expect y'all to say it in the chat. If you disagree with me on something. Like the whole Faun discussion that we had. All right? Somebody disagreed with me. So what'd I do? Okay, well, let's look it up. Because that's exactly what I thought of. When I hear the word Faun, that's exactly what I think of. I expect y'all to say something. I don't want to be in a hug box. I don't. Now, if you're trolling and you start some shit, okay, we're going to have some problems, okay? But going, hey, Xylie, I don't know about that. Do you think maybe it's this? And if you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, I'm going to tell you you're wrong. But if I'm wrong, I'll be like, all right, my bad. You right. I don't want a hug box. Because I know I'm not always right. Julianne, you may not be too wrong there. I'm always ready for a fight, Hora. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a drama tuber. You have to be ready for a fight.
I haven't been. I've like checked in there once or twice to see like how much stuff has changed, and it just looks very, very one-dimensional in their thinking. I guess is the way I'd put it.
It's
very
ridiculous.
Demon Mama oriented.
basically, literally on that same note, with the nervousness and stuff that you were feeling, have people been trying to reach out to you, or do you feel like there's been any pressure as you've been getting ready to come forward?
Funny you mentioned that. So about an hour ago, or a couple hours ago at this point, when I woke up, I got a friend request from Demon Mama, and I have a message from her on Twitter. I have not read this message. I've read like the first little preview bit of it, and I'm already really not looking forward to this. And I wanted to save that for this. So we're going to do that.
Oh, God, we got a DM. Okay, wait a minute. Now, okay, all right, you drama mongers. We're about to get a DM from Demon Mama. Here we go.
I'm going to struggle.
I'm ready when you are. If you would like to read it now, or if you want to continue the conversation before we do it, either's fine with me.
Sure. I guess because it matches with that a bit. I should do that now. Oh God, what is this? Okay. Hey Glooby, I wanted to ask you something. I was informed by a friend that they saw you posting a thread about Faun on the Discord.
Okay, wait, I'm slowing this down. Sorry, hold on. We gotta slow this down because I want to be able to hear it perfectly because he's reading it fast. All right.
Hey Glooby, I wanted to ask you something. I was informed by a friend that they saw you posting a thread about Faun on the Discord of a guy who's become dangerously obsessed with myself and my family and my friends, and I assumed it was someone impersonating you, and you'd recently messaged me and we talked in a bit, very friendly. Hell, you're on here. Last messages were helping you get that GoFundMe going. And I want to mention this GoFundMe thing. So I almost went homeless one time, and I messaged her that hey, I'm gonna go fucking homeless. I need like help. If you can send this out there in some capacity. She was like, yeah, sure. 4 or 5 days later, I get a retweet from her on it.
Nice.
That was her grand help, which that upset me for multiple reasons. One, because I've known her for so long. Two, I've seen her like do entire charity streams for other people. But God forbid, a close friend.
Yeah.
So I know it's like it's just upsetting that was what I got from somebody I apparently helped so much, et cetera. Okay, so the rest of this, I assumed it was someone impersonating you, and had recently messaged me and been friendly. GoFundMe. When I went to message you, you had blocked me on Discord. I figured I would send a message on here. What, if anything, is going on? Westside Tyler is a dangerous person who recently threatened to dox and injure or kill a friend of mine and a former artistic collaborator of yours. I don't know what's going on, but please be careful in engaging with him. I truly hope you're not going to help someone so unhinged and violent to try to hurt my partner and me. That would truly hurt me to my soul.
Your partner is a freak. Your partner shouldn't have been sending NSFW artwork to a child, to an underage person. You shouldn't have had a fucking Discord with an NSFW channel with underage people in it. What? Sit your ass down, Demon Mama.
Unhinged and violent to try to hurt my partner and me. That would truly hurt me to my soul. I'm hoping this is simply some kind of misunderstanding, hoping to hear back from you.
And this is the first time you're reading that. How does that make you feel?
My partner and I had 3 bets. Either I was going to be guilted, or I was going to be yelled at, or I was going to be told that you're insane.
You got 2 out of 3, right?
Yep. Fuck, that's a message and a half. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't believe anything she's saying here. Gayfish is a cry bully. He won.
Oh, Gayfish is very much a cry bully. But you know, this is what I find funny about Gayfish. Gayfish had a lot of, I guess you would say, pseudo power during Keffel's reign upon the internet. During the height of her reign on the internet, Gayfish was at the height of his power. Where's Keffels now? Yeah, exactly. Gayfish, you're a nobody. You always be a nobody. You're a clout demon. You just attach yourself to the wrong people. You are a false flagger. You think it's funny when people lose their platform. You are a piece of shit. Period. Point blank to the period.
Whines constantly about people, and then removes them, like, or tries to get them banned on their socials or whatever, and then wonders why actions have repercussions. You don't shit talk people, and don't expect them to reciprocate in any sort of fashion. But Gayfish is unaware of what is it? Actions have consequences. Sorry.
No, Gayfest feels like he's protected. That's the problem with Gayfest. Gayfest and Tipster, they need to be best friends, honestly, because Tipster does the same shit. Tipster did it with the commentary community, and then Tipster did it with Keppels. Sliggins, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. You were awesome. 07's in the chat for Sliggins. What's up, buddy? I ain't talked to you in a while. FYI. But yeah, no, Tipster did the exact same thing. In the commentary community, it was Augie, Boblax, and Nick that would defend him. So he felt like he could call out anybody he wanted to until they stopped defending him. So then he ran to Keppels. He ran to Mama Keppels, Queen Clara. And now he's up her ass. Gayfest does the same thing. He goes from creator to creator, and who can defend me? Who can I have protection under? There is no protection, Gayfest. No one likes you. I don't know if you have figured this out yet or not. No one likes you, Gayfest. And if they say they like you, they're fucking lying to you. Because you are an unlikable person. Just saying. Listen, Skip. This dude, believe me, this dude, I am not wrong. I will stand 10 toes down on this one. Oh, wait. Wrong button. Shit.
I'm like, what is it called? My brain is like shitting itself. I'm running circles mentally around myself and struggling to talk. This is a lot.
It's okay. You relived
Twisted,
pushing
you
a
don't wanna
decade
know.
of history in just about an hour, and some of it was more than most people I know would be comfortable speaking on, much less to a stranger. And I appreciate it. I don't have much to add on top of that. I was saying this to some people. I was discussing not everything, but the nature of what we were going to be talking about. And my general disposition to this was, I really hoped that you were lying 100% because it was very bad. I would have rather this not be the case. I really would have. And I'm sorry for the things that you went through. No one deserves to go through that at all. And no one deserves to have those as memories that they have to deal with. And I'm personally, like person to person, I'm very impressed by you for having the courage to come out about this.
I do really appreciate it. I'm not going to lie, for a good bit of this,
Maybe it's because I'm hardened. I don't know. Maybe it's because I've been doing drama as long as I have, which I haven't been doing it like as long as Tommy has or whatever, but I've done it long enough where I'm getting kind of hardened to this, where I'm learning that, people can affect you, but the truth always comes out. The truth always comes out. It might take a long time, but it does always come out. Demon Mama can only reach you but so far. Because here's the thing. Demon Mama isn't going to talk about this. She's not going to talk about this video. She's not going to respond to this video. I highly doubt she does. If she does, that would be an amazing feat. That would be an amazing feat. I guarantee you she's not going to say anything.
And when like my girlfriend was telling me that she was like proud of me for this, I have a hard time understanding when things apply to me with these kind of things, like when it's like fucked up shit. This is not my first rodeo in sexual abuse. So just I took it in stride, I guess, and just tried to not let it wear me down like other shit would. But eventually, I guess just seeing Faun do that or talk like that and knowing how oblivious I was and how badly I was just trying to be their friend because I just wanted friends, it really...
You can't tell me that Demon Mama don't know how Faun... oh, God. Woo, English. English is my... Good God. You can't tell me Demon Mama don't know how Faun is. You can't tell me.
It upsets me. It makes me feel really sick, I guess, as well, to my stomach, knowing that I was not only that I was used in that way, but coming back to Demon Mama messaging me now and saying this stuff, it feels so much like she's trying to save her ass and save her partner's ass.
Do you think it's telling or strange at all that she doesn't bring up what you guys both know passed between you and wants to sort of have the conversation, even at this point, as a victim on her own end?
It is a bit strange, to say the least. I really don't like the fact that after all of this and how vocal she's been for victims of every kind of abuse, that the person that she talks and like she's brought up so much is someone she's actively done so much of it to.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever like I think about the fact that she just brings me up on stream, and I want to mention that as well, that she really oddly, she never talked about me. Like she stopped bringing me up for like a year. Like she didn't mention me at all. But relatively close to when all of this started going down, like timeline was, I randomly brought up and talked about, and I felt really uncomfortable being brought up by her. And I think that honestly spurred me down this mental line of going to you, to be honest. I thought I was done with Demon Mama when I left, and she stopped talking to me and stopped interacting with me like a friend. There was a good bit where we did talk and like interact while she was a streamer, but at some point it just became transactional and like work related exclusively. And then even then, at that point when I stopped.
Lamp for $4.99. As a leftist, the worst thing about the online left is they shield creators from the consequences they've earned because they tick the right boxes. Oh, absolutely. That's that team sports bullshit. That's that fucking team sports bullshit. Listen, I'm going to be very honest with you. I am on the left. I don't know what to call myself on the left because they keep changing fucking definitions, I feel like. All right? But I am on the left. These people, these fucking idiots in that sphere, I joke around talking about how I'm a millisecond away from making my why I left the left video because of these idiots. Because they're an embarrassment. They are an absolute embarrassment. This is not what people who lean the same way I lean in the real world act or talk. They don't talk like that. Guess what? Most people on the left in the real world, real hard-working people, guess what? They use the R slur. Did you know that? They actually do. They don't always talk cookie cutter. They don't do that. They talk like normal people. You know what else they're not? They're not so fucking sensitive. They're not so fucking sensitive as these people online over here are. I mean, that's the truth. I hate to tell people that, but that's the truth. Now, the younger generation that's coming up in the real world, being that they were brought up by the fucking internet, they're like that. But us old heads, we still have the same values of y'all, but we're not cookie cutter. And we're not going to be cookie cutter. I tried that cookie cutter lifestyle, that Twitter fucking way of doing things. No, fuck that. That's not the real world. That's not the real fucking world. In the real world, I use the word retard. You're being retarded. And so do a lot of other people. We are not cookie cutter. And I am so sick of people trying to say you need to be like that to be right. I am so sick of people looking at me thinking I'm right-leaning just because I use that word. You don't know my politics. If you knew my politics, then you would be really probably mad at me because I actually probably believe most of the same shit you do. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Meat and shut up. That was horrible. Troll better, Meaden. Meaden, you're a better troll than that. What's wrong with you? That's true. And a lot of it has to do with me being Gen X. We are built different. We're built a hell of a lot different. So yes, to that lamp, you are 100% correct. Janelle for 5. That's why I lean more centrist and list myself as independent. Bruh. That's why I don't talk politics. That's a big reason why I don't talk politics. Because I would piss everybody off. I would piss everybody off. I would have right-leaning people pissed off at me, and then I would have the same people I'm in the same group as, they would be pissed off at me because of how I delivered it. So no, fuck that. I talk about drama. Oh, here we go. Gen X thinking they're the only ones living outside of the internet. God damn it, we were the last ones. Us and older millennials. The older millennials and us, yes, we were the last ones that didn't grow up with the fucking internet. Shit. I remember going outside and riding a fucking bicycle. Not playing with a fucking iPad. Shit. Talon says, even if people agree with you, if you don't say it the way they thought it, you become wrong anyway. Exactly. Oh yeah, I remember that, Skip, about the R word. I remember when Keem asked Paige Christie if they could at least have that one slur. I mean, true. Remember when I wouldn't say it? For the longest time, I wouldn't say it. And then finally it was like, you know what the fuck, bro? I used to say it all the time. I even stopped saying it in my real life. And I was like, bro, I literally let Twitter affect me to the point where they're affecting my real life. So I went back to it. Shut up, Bruce. I don't use it that often. I use it when I get mad. Or when somebody's done something incredibly stupid. Skip, stop talking about your baby like that.
Working, I would go to her and be like, hey, we should play games. Hey, we should play games. Hey, we should play games. And I would get excuses and ignored.
Yet again,
it felt like as soon as I wasn't of use to her, I was nothing.
One thing I wanted to say is if Demon Mama was in the room with you right now and you could speak to her directly, what would you say to her about her conduct?
I would just like to know why. I don't know why, if this is a standard that she supposedly has for other creators and other people around her, I don't know why it didn't apply to her and her partners. The people she interacted with then, I don't know why it didn't matter to her then. It just sucks. This fucking, what is it called? Demon Mama, just knowing how much I know about her as a person and knowing everything, it's just very, I guess because I was living through it, it wasn't surprising then because I was living through it. But now it's just really surprising to me that...
Hindsight. He has hindsight. I don't blame him for having hindsight. I don't blame him at all. Listen, I've been through stupid shit on the internet. Hindsight. And you don't think about it when you're in it. But once you're out of it, you step back and look and go, wait a minute, what the fuck was I doing? What the hell was I doing? Why was I even in that predicament? You know?
After all of this, she's talked and how much she's pushed for all of these things, it all just goes back to being bullshit and being a front, and behind closed doors, once again, abusive behavior is at the front end of it, I guess. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank here. I'm like having a mental moment about all of this.
No, it's perfectly reasonable. As a matter of fact, we can go ahead and move on. I want to give you a chance to say you're Glooby. You're an adult now. You're separated from this. There's more than likely people are going to want to try to reach out to you. I will not provide them any direct way to do so. But if they wanted to support you via commissions, you are still an artist, or anything like that. Do you want to plug a way to try to help you out or support you, or do you have anything else that you'd like to say in closing?
Let me think. if there's anything I missed before I get into that, gone over that, went over that. Okay, I think I went over everything I wanted to. You can support me on Ko-fi. I think I have it somewhere. I can look it up. But I have a coffee if you want to support me. I don't expect.
Yeah, Burst, there's going to be... Okay, so... Alright, so this video... Well, okay, let's finish it and then I'll say it. Let's finish it and then I'll say what I'm going to say.
Or really want support if possible. That's not what I'm... What is it? Mentally and all that doing that for. But that's an option if you want to commission me. I do animation and 2D art. I mostly do 2D animation, though. As my
that's dope.
main.
I wish I could do that, but
ability.
I can't.
I will also say this
I'm
about
stupid.
doing the animated stuff for Demon Mama. I got underpaid for that, and I had to argue with her to get better payment for that, and that's what spurred on the whole like, I need to, what is it called? What is it? The channel is struggling, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had to. I did 2 animated commissions for her. She has this little imp that pops up in all of her videos that does like the like and subscribe thing. That's also my work. And actually, this I forgot to mention. This is a big thing about the work stuff as well. For about a year and 3 months, my work was uncredited in her stuff after I left.
Oh no.
And I had to go to her DMs and be like, hey, my shit isn't being credited, and this is really upsetting me. Why hasn't this been updated? And to her credit, it did at that point be updated, but I don't think it should take a year and a half or like year and 3 months for my work that you constantly still use on every single video to be credited. And especially if you're not going to pay me for the constant use of my work after the fact. I got paid like $40 and it's been used for like fucking, what, 40?
Okay, now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta say this. Once I pay you for it, I don't have to credit you for it. You don't have to credit you. That is not a thing you have to do. Okay? No. You don't have to do that. That is not a requirement. Yeah, credit is a favor. That's not a requirement. Like when Jaded, like the earlier videos Jaded edited for me, I would try to remember to put it in the description, but I would forget. So now what I get Tom and Jaded to do, I get them to, in the intro, put that it was edited by them. That way I don't have to, because I'm old, okay? That way I don't have to remember to want to put that in the description. But like art, yeah, I use Top Tomatoes art right here. She's not in my description of every single one of my live streams. Because I get art from all over the place. I shout her out. I tell y'all she made it. You know, like in the beginning of yesterday's stream. You know, oh my God, look what Tomato made. Because I didn't even know Tomato was making that. And all of a sudden, there it was. And I love it so much. And yes, I'm going to use it. But I don't have to put that credit in every single description. Yeah, that it's not a requirement to do that. Unless you actually set it as a standard between the two of you. It's not a requirement. Because you paid for that product. So, that's why you need to come up with your prices and say, look, this is going to be, I don't know, $100. Because he just complained he only got paid $40 for that. That's why you come up with your prices going, this is going to be this amount. Not less. Doesn't have to be more unless you want to tip. Because I tip my artists. When I commission something. Alright? But yeah, if you make it communicated, like, okay, perfect example, Just a Worm. Just a Worm, if you used his art, he wanted you to shout you out, and he would literally tell me that. And you know what I did? I did that because that was my payment to him for using his art. He specifically would say, I want a shout out. Like in the description. Or, you know, being that I'm using his art on the thumbnail. And that's what I did. So.
years now.
Jeez. That's that. If you've watched my streams, I'm very pro workers' rights. I've been burned. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I get it. The frustration is miserable. Thankfully, I've only been ever screwed over by people I didn't like already, so there wasn't an extra bit of sting there. But I too am a little bit brain twisted. I'm stunned by this. You seem like a very resilient person. I can only wish you the best going forward from this. And I'm going to end the call, or not the call, the recording. And then if you want to add anything after that, you can. But if you want to say your piece, and I'll end the recording, we can cut it there and then say our goodbyes.
Sure thing. Honestly, at this point, if there's anybody else in DM Cord that has had something similar, please say something about it, because I doubt I'm alone. At this point, I'm the only person that this has happened to, or something similar. If that is the case, please do come forward. I hope if my thing does anything and means anything, it allows other people to talk about their stuff. And for Demon Mama.
Yeah, Mishi says, with my customers, I usually ask for credit when they use it or repost it if it's in my TOS. So it's a good way for other commissioners to find you since I don't sign my work. Yeah, and you communicate that, Mishi. That's the thing. You have to communicate that. Absolutely. 100%. And you know what? When it's communicated to me, I don't have an issue doing it. I do not have an issue doing that when it's communicated to me. I'm going to be honest. I don't think about it beyond that. You know? Like I was talking about that thumbnail that Mishi made for me. She wouldn't let me pay her. Like, she literally would not let me pay her. So you know what? You know what I did? I shouted her out on Twitter and added her on Twitter. That way people can find her. And I put it in the description. Because the bitch wouldn't let me pay her. So that was my way of paying her. Because Mishi's hard-headed. What's up, Seth?
You need help, and Faun really needs help. It just sucks because I know there is a good person, maybe in there. There was a little bit, but for that kind of shit, it's fucky. I don't want them to like get destroyed and dogpiled and fucking annihilated, because I know they're people, and I even after all of it, I still care about what happens to them. I still care about them. Their safety and well-being is very important to me. So I want.
Horror, Mishi and I are friends. She knows that when I cuss her out, it's out of love. Okay? Mishi knows that my cuss out is out of love. I have big love for Mishi. Okay? Mishi's my baby. I would fight people over Mishi. Okay?
Know they're people, and I.
Skip's like, sir, you're in the wrong video then. True.
A little bit, but for that kind of shit, it's fucky. Yeah, I don't want them to like get destroyed and dogpiled and fucking annihilated, because I know they're people. And
wait, you don't want them to get destroyed or annihilated, but you did over an hour interview that was going to be put on YouTube? Bro, that's not how that works. But then again, wait a minute, stop. We have to remember, he wasn't talking to a commentary YouTuber. He wasn't talking to a commentary bro. All right? This is a totally different sphere than what we're in. All right? But they can get pretty nasty on that side. What does he mean he doesn't want her dogpiled? I mean, Skip, I don't know, bro. I don't know, because, listen, there's a reason why we're watching this. That's all I'm saying. There's a reason why we have done this live stream today. I'm just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. Yeah, it sounds like an optics check. It's like he's doing an optics check. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. I'm just saying, there's a reason why I went over this. There's a reason why Chris the Narc's going to go over this, and he's going to have hella worse shit to say than I did. Okay? So, listen. There's nothing wrong with a good dog pile if it's for a good reason. All right? If it's not for a good reason, unless you're in a Twitter fight, okay? Unless you're in a Twitter fight, and you're like one-on-one on a Twitter fight, don't step in the middle of it. Just watch it and laugh. You know what I mean? Even after all of it, I still care about what happens to them. I still care about them. Their safety and well-being is very important to me. Yeah, Verse, a lot of people are going to have a problem with this video. I know. We're going to talk about it when we're done with it.
So I want, if anything, I want it to be not overtly vicious overall towards them. It's not worth it. It's not going to bring me anything. It's not going to make me happy. It's not going to make me feel better. It's just going to stress me out and make me feel worse about the entire situation. So that being said, those fuckers need help really bad.
I agree with that.
I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. And yeah, I got nothing else on that front.
Fair enough. Okay, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. It was a pleasure, and I really appreciate you coming out and like letting me talk about all this and giving me a space to air it all out as well.
I mean,
No,
that
absolutely.
was
I
cool.
hope the recording is perfect. I've been freaking out because this is like one of the best conversations I've ever had with somebody. And thank you again.
Very much appreciated.
Thanks again to Glooby for reaching out. To reiterate, I've confirmed Glooby's real identity through photographs of their state ID, and they are the age represented in that conversation. I am profoundly disgusted by the situation, and I believe without reservation that these issues will not self-correct without a robust response and intervention by the authorities that be. I believe Faun's actions specifically, and Demon Mama's actions to a similarly egregious extent, violate federal law regarding transmitting pornographic materials to minors pursuant to United States Code Title 18, Sections 1470 and 2252, and 47 U.S.C. Section 223D. Though local statutes may take precedence in this case. I'm going to end this video by simply urging people in this sphere who have associated with Vosh, Demon Mama, or the other individuals mentioned in this story to question everything you know and everything you think you know about your relationships with them. There has never been an excuse for any of this, and it cannot be permitted to continue. There is no conceivable excuse I can think of that would justify these behaviors or people covering for them. At some point in the future, I'm going to be looking more deeply into Vosh's other close associates, including his major donors, notable chatters, and the rest of the deeply, deeply suspicious White Leaf Cooperative. If you know anything about these...
Wait. No. No. I can't. Nope. I disavow. Nope. I disavow. I fucking disavow. You are opening up a slippery slope with doing that. I'm sorry. You are opening up a slippery slope in doing that. All right. Here we go. We're going to play that again. Let me slow this bitch down. I'm going to put it in 125. No, fuck it. We'll do it normal. All right.
mentioned in this story to question everything you know and everything.
Side note, do you notice how weird it is when you go from 1.5 to normal? It sounds like they're talking slow, but they're actually just talking normal. It's a weird jump for me when I do that. Okay, anyway, go ahead.
You think you know about your relationships with them. There has never been an excuse for any of this, and it cannot be permitted to continue. There is no conceivable excuse I can think of that would justify these behaviors or people covering for them. At some point in the future, I'm going to be looking more deeply into Vosh's other close associates, including his major donors, notable chatters, and the rest of the deeply, deeply suspicious White Leaf Cooperative.
Disavow. White Leaf Cooperative? Absolutely. I understand that. That part I get. But notable chatters and donors, I disavow. I disavow that. 100%, I am not okay with that. And I'm going to tell you why I'm not okay with that. Because I've had people in my chat, and Skip being one of them, attacked merely because they came from my chat. I've had people kicked out of Discords because they came from my chat. I've had people shamed because they've donated to me. And when you do stuff like that, you're opening up a slippery slope. And I disavow it. That is too far. That is too far. I'm sorry. I have to disavow that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, you can't get your money back, Verse. Hell no. That right there, listen, I don't care what you say, everybody uses guilt by association. Even if you're against it, everybody uses guilt by association. However, the chatters and donators, that's too far into guilt by association. That's too far. That opens up a slippery fucking slope. Listen, you know how I always talk about anti-community? Hold on, let's see what else he says.
If you know anything about these individuals, I will be discreet, professional, and receptive of any information you'd like to share.
Okay, that's the end. Okay. You know how I talk about the anti-communities that I have either sauntered in a little bit, or I even covered when I covered the trauma community? That's what they do. That's what those Boit motherfuckers do. And if you don't know what Boit is, it's bottom of YouTube. That's what the scum do. Oh, I saw you in Granny watching chat. Why are you supporting Granny's watching by typing in her chat? Oh, I saw you in Little Red's chat. Why were you supporting Little Red by typing in her chat? Why did you give this person $5? Why did I see you in Without a Crystal Ball's chat when she was live? Why did I see you give her a donation? That's what bottom of YouTube does. Motherfuckers with no goddamn credibility. I gotta disavow it. Sorry. I'm not with it. Oh no, it's men too, Verse. Oh, it's men too. Because the men, let me tell you something. Honestly, most of the men in those types of communities, most of those men are more unhinged than women are. And you know the women are unhinged. Yeah, the men were the worst. Skip knows. Skip was there with me. Okay, so first half of the video, banging. All right, showed some receipts. Thank goodness. I'm gonna tell you now, commentary isn't really gonna care for the working thing, because honestly a lot of them's gonna look at it and go, why didn't you just quit? That last part though, nope. Oh, I'm talking about the girls get the shit for being in the chat. Yeah, so did the guys. The guys get the shit too. I've had people in my own community, oh, you're from Xylie's community. I get people from my community still get shit to this day for being in my chat. Are you kidding me? We've gone over it before, Game in Which. It's that cooperative of White Nervosa made for Vosh, and it's got a bunch of other creators part of it. Yeah. No, that last part, oof. I'm gonna kind of be honest. That last part is kind of, wait, why am I being tagged in his server? Hold on. Let me go look at this. Jesus Christ, can I jump to the present? Oh, here we go. I got tagged for something. I don't see it though. Huh. Yeah. So, that was that video. Oh my God, I can't believe that was up the whole time I was doing this. What the hell? All right. Take on Xylie A loggers. JFA was here in the flesh. Take notes. Yeah. By the way, if you're gonna get on anybody, for being in this chat, get on JFA. JFA is the #1 person to get on for being in this chat. I think he should be exposed more than anybody. Absolutely. So is this Demon Mama exposed an ongoing thing? Is there more stuff coming out? I don't know, Skip. I think so. I'm all about Demon Mama stuff coming out. I'm all about Demon Mama, Vosh, Keffels, Hassan. All of them. I'm all for it. So, yeah. I always find it convenient when Demon Mama comes out to expose somebody, but she got a lot of skeletons in her closet. So I guess so. I'm apparently got a link to that one part of somebody else who was like in Demon Mama's community, so I'll watch that at one point. But yeah. So, yeah, I mean, overall, the first half of the video, fine. The middle part, my ADHD was kicking in with it, I have to admit. I was squirreling. Y'all were even squirreling in the chat. It was hilarious to watch, to be honest. And if you notice, I didn't stop y'all from squirreling in the chat because I was squirreling myself. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad this kid, though, and I call him a kid because I'm so much older than him. I'm glad he found people that that he can talk to and that he can be friends with. That makes me happy for him. That makes me really happy for him. I'm glad he found people that he can, you know, have that confidence with. That's a good thing. And I hope, as him being an artist, he has set prices and he doesn't deviate from that. Because as an artist, you can't do that. You don't want to deviate. You know your worth and get paid for your worth. Absolutely. You know? Glooby seems like a nice kid. He does. I saw him talking a little bit with President Sunday. He seems like a nice kid. You know? I don't have anything against him. But, yeah. My biggest problem with that video is that last statement. Yeah, I got you. Hold on. Sending it now. There you go, sir. You have like a business email I can send them to? Wait, what are you sending me, Meaden? Oh, you're talking to Anstan. Okay, not me. QTV for 5. Reach out to Tyler about the last part. Not going to defend anything, but he will talk to anyone. I don't need to talk. I don't need to reach out. I mean, I'm in his Discord. And I'm pretty sure by now they're probably they may or may not. I don't know because I haven't looked. Because apparently I don't know. I had an alert from there. And I only get alerts when somebody ats me. So I'm pretty sure somebody's angry with what I just said about disavowing that part. All right? I'm sorry. I have a line. I have lines that I cut off. And that was my line. Because I don't believe in creating slippery slopes. No, it's not about that. QTV, what is it about? Send me the screenshot. Send me the screenshot on Twitter. Or Tyler can send me a screenshot. He can friend me. Listen, I only talk in DMs with certain people. And he's one of them I would talk in the DMs with. He's a content creator. You know? Well, Verse, you have to understand, he's not a commentary YouTuber. I'm going to be honest, like, visually-wise, that video would have been no better if I'd have done it. Because you know me, I can't make videos worth shit, bro. That's why I live stream. And then send me the screenshot. I don't know what's happening. I'm just here for the ride, Nuke. Oh, you're at work? Oh, ha. I see Killjoy trying to... Okay. Hold on. Wait a minute. One moment. All right. We're going to find out what screenshot. Okay, well, I just, they sent me a request. I didn't know, because I'm live, so I'm not looking at the Discord. Hello. But I saw they sent me a friend request, and I just messaged them saying, I don't do DMs. What's up? Because y'all know me. I don't do DMs. I don't do DMs. Unless you're a content creator, and I have to talk to you. Ask you something. I was informed by a friend that they saw you posting a thread about Faun in a Discord. Okay. All right. It was the screenshot of the DM that he had with Demon Mama. So, it's all good. It was a DM that he had with Demon Mama. But yeah, anything else, guys? We've been here for 3 hours. The video was an hour and 15 minutes, so they definitely can't say that I didn't transform it. Tyler was... Oh, hey. Tyler. Listen, your video, fine, okay? But that last part, man, bruh, I have to disavow it. I have to disavow it, man. Going after donators and chatters. You want to call in? Or we can talk offline. That's fine too. We can talk offline too. I don't care. Okay, no problem. Have you heard of the Mr. Lexify allegations? Meaden, I have heard it through Nicholas Diorio. And let me tell you something. Him reading the DMs between those two was epic. Was a beautiful thing. Oh my God. It was absolutely beautiful. I couldn't cover it as good as Nick did. His girl voice, he made her sound like a demon, and then he would make the dude sound like some kind of like, I don't even know how to explain how he made the dude sound. It was amazing. Oh my God, I laugh. I'm sitting here playing my game and dying every 5 seconds because of the voices he was using. And look, Nick thought he was being cute, right? He was like, yeah, she's Latina. And I was like, I went into the chat and was like, bruh. Because his ass got caught. Because I wasn't saying anything in the chat because I was playing my video game. Little shit. He was like, she's lot. And he stopped and I was like, bruh. He was like, well, that's why, Xylie. That's why nobody messes with you, Xylie. That's why we're all scared of you. I was like, shut up, Nick. He is such a little shit. I love me some Nick. I can't help it. He's a little meatball. He's a little meatball marinara. Okay, so apparently we're waiting to. I guess I'm gonna talk to him on stream, which is fine. I'm absolutely okay with that. If he wants to talk in private, we can talk in private too. It doesn't have to be content. The fact that Mr. Lexwell revealed those chat logs, yeah. Verse is like, don't forget to record, Xylie. I don't know. Would I be recording it if we're on the live stream? Duh. Keemstar would be mad at me. Oh, here we go. Okay, hold on. We're negotiating. I'm in negotiations. Okay, hold on. I just told him to call when he's ready. Oh, here we go. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, and I may be a little loud for you because one, I'm a loud bitch and I have a $30 microphone, so.
No, it's all good. I got my soundboard right here, so I can turn everything down.
All right, awesome. Okay, let me put you over here. All right, bro. That last part of your video, I gotta disavow it.
Okay, I wasn't following. Can you just refresh me real quick?
Where you said that you were gonna look into chatters and donators of Osh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. I understand that one. If you're not up to date on the whole thing, it's not like I don't give a shit if somebody just gives him money. So, are you aware of the whole white leaf thing?
Yes.
And like gay fesh and all that?
Yes.
Well, what I've been finding is that a bunch of these people who are big donos to him there and wield influence there are also the people that do these whisper campaigns and get really involved with other people's channels elsewhere. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, somebody wants to donate $500 to like fucking Turkey Tom, I don't give a fuck. Because that's not being used to do anything suspicious. Like, I have deep suspicions about the whole white leaf thing because they've been used to shut down Xander Hall. I think you might know about the Rosewood wrist person got like axed and stuff. And this is, well, I guess I can't literally be off the record, but I haven't talked about it yet. But some person named Lumi, who is White Nervosa's like partner or something, who runs the White Leaf deal, is in the like Demon Mama Tyler made a video panic server, right? And all of these people know each other. So it's not about punishing chatters for being a part of a community.
Yeah.
It's about finding out how much influence some of these individuals are getting, not on just these individual small chats, but like how much of that influence goes up, oh, hey, well, Gay Fesh said that, this person's kind of like maybe a little bit toxic. So can we just get rid of him? I want to know more about that because it's just way too suspicious. You know what I mean? Like if I found somebody you all of a sudden got like a bunch of negativity towards you, right?
Right.
And all of a sudden, like people were like, "Oh shit, why is everybody talking shit about Xylie? Why do I keep seeing stuff in everybody's comment sections about like, dude, Xylie's got to fucking go. Xylie's like, did you hear about this Xylie thing? Like, blah blah blah." And then I found out that like there was a bunch of people paying for this like influence across the board and stuff. It kind of ceases being just supporting people, and it looks like it's actually literally paying to advertise slander against individuals or pressure against individuals. And I think that's bad. And so I want to know more about that shit. But as far as like, just punishing any other chatter, that's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. But that's what it made. Okay. In my defense.
If it sounded like that, that's my mistake.
Yeah. It sounded like that.
That's legitimate to call me out for. So I definitely wanted to clear that up. I was getting a vibe that was the issue. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, because listen, like I was explaining before, Boit does that. Bottom of YouTube. These little anti-communities that literally they will never do anything on YouTube. They just talk shit, like just for the sake of talking shit, and they will do that. I've had people from my own community threatened to be doxxed, kicked out of Discord just because they were a chatter or a donator for me. You know, it can create a slippery slope, and how you worded that's what it sounded like. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute, I gotta disavow.
That's why I want to be completely available. You can criticize me on that 100%. Too late to fix the video. By now, everybody's Destiny's watching it right now, apparently, which is I'm a little nervous about.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, just random bottom of the barrel chatters. Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Even if it's somebody that's like constantly coming after you, you can block them. But what changes it is when these people start getting highly placed in things like this cooperative, where you see control. It's not bottom of YouTube. It's over top of YouTube. You know what I mean? Like if somebody like these chatter gay fesh or whatever can say, I don't like an individual, or Cherry Bread can say, like, I don't like an individual, whoever, and that might actually affect somebody's ability to make any more money or make any more content.
That's what Gay Fesh does.
Then they're not chatters, and they're not really bottom of YouTube when they're putting themselves above the above the fucking the video itself and trying to control what goes, like literally bypassing. You shit talk me all you want. You call me literally anything. I'm from the fucking I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, same.
But these are people that get together and they organize takedown campaigns. I don't know if I put the Gay Fesh thing in here, but he's trying to gin up. I got spicy. I talked a little shit. I'm if your viewers aren't aware, I'm very rarely doing the fucking the journo kind of disposition, but I was just serious enough that I wanted to get it across.
Yeah.
This guy's ginning up, a spicy comment and saying like, oh, we'll just if I have any friends that can go ahead and start reporting this. And the thing is his friends aren't just bottom of YouTube fucking nobodies. His friends are Demon Mama. His friends are fucking Vosh Video.
Yeah.
Together. Well,
he's their
Vosh
number one
alone,
soldier.
500K.
That's why my community, okay, listen, Gay Fesh has a reputation in my community because when Kevels was at the height of her cancellation tour of canceling people and getting people off their platforms, Gay Fesh was the one that made some of the bigger people in my community having to delete their tweets every day or every other day because he was actively bragging about people losing their platforms and actively bragging about flagging people down.
No, yeah. That's the thing, is that these people, they're chatters, but they're not just chatters. They are members of a self-created network of individuals who want to influence what content can and can't go out to people, and that. Oh well, yeah,
that's what they do. That's obviously what they do. It's like people who get paid by PV. Obviously they're paying you streamers for a reason. We're not dumb.
Yeah.
Same thing.
And PV, like, literally, they're all connected because PV and fucking White Leaf were both started through donations from Vosh, which is just, even if that's not directly, literally what happened, it's all so odd and suspicious to me that I want more people talking about it because I'm asking questions. I can't say for certain, but like, and I know it's like, hey, dude, you're just jacking off, but like literally a lot of these things are out in the open. There's a lot of suspicious activity, and there's a lot of people related to this suspicious activity that are in their quote-unquote fortress arcs. And then once you peer into the fucking fortress for more than 5 fucking seconds, it's like, oh no, everybody knew about this? For years, people knew about the Faun tweets, and there's how many thousands of people who are like, oh yeah, I'm just a young at-risk trans youth, and can I hang out in your community? I'm like literally about to be homeless. I'm not from the East Coast. I'm not a coastal guy. All right. I'm from fucking Cincinnati, Ohio. And when I find people trying to collect at-risk youth and shit in a little area, and that's not being overseen by like some legitimately accredited individuals, I start getting suspicious that you're fucking building a profile of victims. You got a book to look through. You know what I mean? That's like a fucking unfucking supervised playground to fucking Subway Jared. I find it deeply suspicious, and I think more people should have eyes on it. Sorry for getting hype. This has been I had to see some shit. I had to see some shit this week I did not want to look at. Okay?
Oh yeah, no, I understand. I've done stories like that before where they've completely burnt me out, where I had to stop the story mid. I had to stop it. I couldn't go any further with it.
No,
'Cause
that was very much the case with me. People were like, the criticism's fair. Could I have done more work? I could have done endless work on this. I could have sat on this for like months.
right.
The guy Glooby is very stressed out. They have Lyme disease. I can't remember if he says in the interview, but he's very susceptible to seizures and vomiting.
Yeah, he
from
did say
stress.
that. Yeah.
And so people are like, Tyler, you're kind of handling him with kid gloves and stuff. Like I'm trying to walk somebody through their victimization as a child that has a possibility that if they get too stressed out, they might start puking, vomiting, having seizures. And you only one shot at a conversation like that. It was honestly very nice of him, very, very generous and brave for him to talk to me fucking at all. So if everyone's like, yeah, I handled the person who may have been a victim as a child with literal kid gloves, that's fine. I'll take that on the fucking chest.
To be honest, knowing that he had the Lyme disease, and honestly, because of how old I am, I probably would have done the same thing, not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have a heart when it comes to young people. I can't help it.
I was getting choked up when I was doing it, which,
Yeah.
people can judge me for that if they want, but it's very hard for me to listen to stuff like that. I'm 36. I'm not a young person, very, very young anymore. So when shit like that comes across my plate, I get a little lit. And I got that done, and he was like, I want, this is going to give me relief to be out. I have a lot of anxiety about this coming out. So for me, I was on a very, very hot deadline to finish that. And I wanted to just get the context of the interview set, let him speak for himself, finish the interview with what I was going to do next, and then go.
Yeah.
I could have worked on it endlessly, but like literally I was up until 2 or 3 in the morning, several nights in a row, looking at fucking uncensored horse ass and shit. And I hit a point where I was like, I think this is good enough to send out. This is the minimum amount of information, and I will always be here to castigate, so to say, if someone needs to talk.
So I have a question. With everything that you looked at and you saw, you obviously didn't put in your video, right?
Yes.
Okay. Are you ever putting that stuff out, like a Google Doc or something? Censor, of course. I mean,
Yeah, I have a full zip. It's a lot of additional work, and I'm burned out from this week, but I will probably end up putting it out, like basically just what I wrote down and then the collection of shit, just for posterity's sake.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to delete things from it, obviously, because there's things that are in there that legally cannot be viewed by people in certain municipalities and shit. The full zip drive I've already kind of like put aside, and that is being held basically in hand for the police if they want to see it, whatever. Because I just want to be. I'm not normally that person. I was fucking freaked out, But
Yeah.
like I felt like more and more obligated. Like I'm not. This is not a Mama Mac shit. I don't ever want to fuck. I don't want this coming my way. I would sooner walk into traffic than have this be my content cycle because I'm fucking shook.
Right.
But it's what I get for talking shit about it.
Well, technically,
I
it
ask
wasn't
questions.
Mama Max's either. He was making all that shit up, so.
Sure, I won't get into it. But
Yeah,
like,
me either.
No, I'm gonna try to get everything out there for posterity's sake, so people can double check me and all that stuff. It's just gonna take until probably at least like next week because I just need
No, I think that's fine.
I need a fucking break, and
No,
I have to delete,
I don't blame you.
censor things.
One more question. What is your end goal with this?
I want people to stop associating trans rights and leftism with protectionism towards people that are just kind of almost openly acting in a predacious manner.
Oh my God. Thank you, Jesus. I have been screaming that to high heaven. I have a saying that I say on and I know you're old enough, I know you've heard this saying before. I tell people all the time, my hands are rated E for everyone.
Yeah, that's the case for me too.
And I don't want. Well, see, a lot of things that happen, especially with commentary, YouTube. I don't know what it is, but every time we talk bad about Keppels or we talk bad about, like not talk bad about, but like cover what they're doing, we're automatically transphobic because of it.
Well, that's
I
the
dare
thing, is
anyone to come say I'm transphobic.
That's another fucking white leaf creator is Keffels.
Oh yeah, I know. I can't stand her.
And like that, it's that little subsection. I'm not gonna say they're all up to something, but they have there's a security there that shouldn't exist for behaviors that should not be associated with the movement that I want going forward. I'm not trying to steal everybody's property and shit. I'm a working class guy. I want fair wages, and I want fucking workers to have a say in their life. My whole thing is dignity first. I want workers to have dignity when they wake up, when they get old, when they retire, the whole fucking thing. And so I don't want that associated with also, I have to, you know, think, oh, well, hey, hold on now. I don't know if these people are, you know, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Can we just hold on before we know 100%? Maybe they're in it. And like, no, dude, I'm sick of this fucking, if it's suspicious, you as a creator need to be above the immediate impression of unethicality. You should be immediately answerable to, hey, why are you being weird around fucking kids?
Absolutely.
Especially considering that's the major fucking talking point for people trying to be mean to transgender people, who I believe have a fucking terrible shake of it right now.
Right.
And I don't want them to be treated bad. That's fucking dog shit. But then like, what I gotta carry water for this person? Like, why the fuck isn't anyone talking about this? Like, I started asking questions, and a fucking day later, a victim came forward. A day later.
Yeah.
And if anyone else would have made them, anyone else would have made them feel secure, safe, heard, then more people would have come forward sooner. Because this is years. It's years. It's months. And I don't like that. I'm sorry for getting fired up.
No, you're fine.
Might not have been the conversation you wanted to have.
No, you're okay. When it comes to kids, I'm known that I get very, very, very angry when it comes to children. Mm-hmm. I don't play around when it comes to kids. You know, I'm known on my channel for being like that. So I get fired up. No,
it's all good. I respect that. Thanks for covering the video and stuff too. I don't want to take up too much of your time.
No, no problem. We're about to wrap it up, but no, I just, okay. Yeah, you're going to probably get that criticism because of that last line. Because the way you explained it versus the way it was said in the video, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute now. Because I've had that happen in my own community. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I think you explained it very well. I appreciate you. And I appreciate you coming on and explaining it. I think you explained it very well. And no, that's good. And just
really,
be prepared.
Honestly, from the other hand, thank you for giving me a chance to explain it. Obviously, it is what it is. And if you want to talk about anything else, feel free to reach out. Thank you, Xylie, right?
Yeah,
Xylie.
Chat. Yep.
Thank you, Xylie's chat, for not eating me up. I'll let you go, but thank you very much.
All right. Well, thank you for calling in, man. I'll talk to you later.
Take it easy.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. See? Now, that explanation made sense. 3 out of 10, not enough yelling. JFA, it wasn't a blood sport situation. Okay? It wasn't a blood sport situation. I can't blood sport all the damn time. I do have to have some kind of reasonable, talking with people. Good gracious. Don't worry, JFA. Listen, if you want... Oh, no, you were there last night. I was about to say, if you want to hear blood sports, you can hear me talk to Evan on Cope and Seed last night. That little shit. Listen, we can't have blood all the time. I know, JFA got us fixed last night. You already need more blood sports? What the hell, JFA? All right, guys. I think we did enough today. We did 3.5 hours. That's longer than I'm normally on here. Thank you, Garfield. I appreciate it. I felt very proud of myself when that was done. Because, I'm going to make this my last statement. How are you going to ask me and call me the F slur, all right? How are you going to call me the F slur and act like a Billy Badass thinking that I wouldn't call in? You obviously don't know me. You obviously don't know me. And then when I started serving you the truth, you muted me because you're a pussy. Bye, y'all.
Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains, I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things, gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain, I just wanna be greatness. 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 Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent, and it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots, if I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic. Ain't no motherfucker